Welcome back to Suited
and Booted.
Is that the new intro?
Yep. Just decided
Right then. On the spot.
Then. To my left, we have
Lord Mahazi.
I'm Jarogba. To my right,
Number 10.
to his right,
CFO GD.
to his right, all the way around at the back.
Nor's back.
Nor's back, baby.
Nor's back.
And is it?
Hey, that's your abbreviation. Nor's back.
Yeah.
Nor's back.
One word.
Give me something. I'll roll with it.
Nor's back. I like that.
Nor's back.
Nor's back.
I'll
One
think
word.
of something.
Yeah,
One
that's
word
mad.
and 1 O.
Nor's back.
Nor's back.
Sounds like a Nordic horse rider.
What?
Nor's back.
Yep.
You've,
We'll
just
go with that.
you've just put Nor with Nordic and
Yeah.
back with horseback.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
And
Hey
what
guys,
about
sorry to cut you off, man. If you're listening on Spotify right now, go make sure you hit that 5 stars and go make sure you actually subscribe to the Spotify account and leave a comment and share it with your friends.
and pat your dog, man?
Pat your dog, man. Continue, Rash. What were you saying?
I was just going to say about is he still CFO or are we going Kim Jong Denise?
How
Kim
do you
Jong
say
Denise.
CFO in Korean?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's just set up.
I'm not doing that.
Good. I might swerve in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just.
Probably what it sounds like when they say
I do
CFO.
have something cooking at CFO style.
What?
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I can't say it. It's not on this pod, but it's coming.
Do we know about this?
Is it something about money?
No, it could be.
It's not
Could
very-
be. It's very
Okay.
Wait.
CFO move.
Is
Fuck, what are you going to do?
Does it
guys?
have anything to do with you or actual CFO?
It's just CFO moving.
CFO moving? I think I know what he means.
It's got some pieces. Nah. You won't get it. There's no way you get it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is my
thanks for
job
bringing
on the
that up,
line?
So
Gavin.
should we move on?
Thanks for confusing everyone tuning in.
Is my job on the line? Is my job on the line?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No one's
I
job's
don't really care then. How are you, Rash?
Good, man.
Sure.
Good. Yeah, I'm good, man. Better than last time. I've slept a little bit
All
better
right.
this
So
time.
what's
yeah.
been going on? How was your week?
Oh,
Ben?
still just
You missed last week, bro.
software.
Software.
last week?
Yeah, bro.
What are you developing software?
It's just soccer academy stuff, admin stuff.
Admin
the
stuff.
the unexpected stuff that comes along with running a soccer academy.
And you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm learning it.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
How was
learning
your weekend, Jake?
Did we do anything on the weekend?
We didn't. You did.
Did we not?
Did you not play golf?
it. Can you tell us
Oh.
about the story of the soccer game that you were at? Or no?
Yeah, there's punch-ons. Genuine
what-
punch-ons.
Like
but give a few more details.
Like,
punching people in the
attended
face?
attended a state league game. There was a fight. One player pushed a player on the bench. Then about 18 players got involved. Someone was put in a sleeper hold. Someone punched someone.
Sleeper
Then
hold?
someone punched someone back. And there was a whole lot of other melee involved.
But
and only
who-
one red card was given
WrestleMania.
to the guy that punched back after being punched, I believe.
But who was the one putting the sleeper hold on?
It was either an official or a coach.
I thought you said it was the head coach of the opposing
Well,
team.
that's what I was told, but I didn't actually see it.
Oh, right.
This is a friendly game.
It was a cup game, I think.
Australia
If
Cup.
your head
Australia
coach,
Cup, though, love of the game.
yeah, for the love of the
So
The
game,
magic of the cup.
There's a lot of emotions in state league that aren't necessarily controlled.
this is the head coach puts someone in a figure four.
I didn't see it, but like
In a full Nelson.
Yeah, in a full Nelson.
yeah, bro. It was kind of genius as well because like didn't get anything for it.
The most important
I
thing.
didn't even punch him.
What was the score at this time?
I think it was a draw. I think it was a draw at the time.
Just talking on draws, did anyone see PK say that they should rule out points now for draws to make the game more entertaining?
Yeah,
Nil-nil draws.
They should.
nil-nil.
Yeah.
That'd be
draws.
sick. I actually thought about it.
But then like, what do you? So,
Because
but
then you'd never play for a draw.
he's saying it to try and entice more for the fans. But like, even if you're trying to not play for a draw and you get a 0-0 draw, it's still the same game.
Yeah, sometimes you don't try for a 0-0 and it happens.
At least if it's a dull game, you get something out of it.
But
You
then-
reckon they should do it?
I reckon they should do it because if you're, let's just say you're trying to survive, well, now you can't play for the draw.
Yeah,
You have to play for a win. And then imagine it is a 0-0. Like, then it has to go to penalties or something like that.
He's a bit of an oddball though. Like
I was
he
gonna
cheated
say,
on Shakira.
There's,
Like,
there's
you're probably
nobody
right.
I've seen life fall apart as much as this guy since he cheated on his wife.
and
Why?
this-
What else
Just
is
his
falling apart?
opinions on everything.
Yeah,
is just like,
didn't he have
what
some
are you
weird
doing?
shit?
Maybe
Gerard Piqué.
maybe it's just maybe we're just listening to him now. Like, maybe he's always been like that though.
But then imagine
Shut
you're
up,
trying to win the
Shakira's
league.
husband.
Imagine you're trying to win the league and you're just playing for a draw.
Well, the reason I was looking at my phone just now is
Ooh.
because I saw an article the other day saying, attention, FIFA will review the introduction of 4 groundbreaking rules to reshape football starting on March 1st. Offside rule proposed by Arsene Wenger. A player will be considered offside if their entire body crosses the last defender's line. This means offside decisions based on a few millimetres will no longer be penalised. Then the other 3 aren't that interesting.
What about the
Referee
goalkeeper
decisions... One second. Referee decisions will be explained through microphones to the entire stadium. The third one is the consultation system. Each coach will be allowed to request a limited number of VAR checks during the match to review a controversial action. And the last one, referees can stop the clock. Referees will be able to stop the clock to assess a situation or in case of a severe injury. The goal is to eliminate time wasting and prioritise actual playing time.
Is that the the goalkeeper 8 seconds? Have you heard that? What's coming in next
one's
year? Next year?
That then goes into a corner.
Yeah, it's coming in next year.
Yes, I did see that as well. Yeah.
Which if a goalkeeper takes more than 8 seconds or whatever with the ball, they go straight to a corner.
How about you guys just fucking leave it alone?
No, it's not just that. It's like, what the hell? Like, how's that relevant to the
That's what I
keeper
was
taking
Bro,
a
I'm
foul?
telling you, teams are going to concede off those corners.
This is what it is with all these rule changes. They're trying to Americanize the sport. So what it is if you can create more drama, which is what American entertainment is based on, you can create more highlights, you can create more storylines, you can create more all that kind of stuff. Because one of the ones you were just mentioning, I don't know which one, just sounded like the referees speaking out their decision in the mic and stuff. I'm not fully against it, but that's what happens in every American sport.
Well, in Australia, they were doing it this year.
they've
That's
been
what
doing
Alex
it.
King told us,
They've
right?
been doing it.
They brought it in
even
this
though
year.
the audio cuts out while they do it.
Yeah,
They do it.
sometimes they're talking and you
Just
can't hear
yelling.
them.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
decision
Yeah,
Adelaide.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't know if 7
It's
guys
like-
got sent off or
It's
what.
like it's
it
like
a
the guy the guy upstairs is hearing what he's about to say. He's like, "Oh fuck, he's saying it wrong. Just turn him down. Turn him back up. Adelaide decision."
Yeah, I'm with you, Jerome, man. It's because I feel like it's a bit of whack-a-mole where you change one little thing, it has all these flow-on effects that you don't expect or you don't. Because footballers are cheaters. That's
we've-
how
we've
are.
had this convo.
Footballers are cheaters.
Or game manipulators.
So any movement, they're going to exploit it whatever way they can, and you haven't thought of the million ways that they're going to exploit it.
Because like the offside thing, for example, you're saying now it's going to be full body past the last defender.
Is
Like-
that true?
If it's a proposal.
So it's a proposal.
By Arsene Wenger,
Hold on.
right?
Yeah.
Can I just sound smart here for a sec?
Yeah.
If it is changed to full body, then you are still technically using millimeters to see if it's the full body or not. So what's the fucking difference? I know it's to give the attacker like the benefit because like, you know, you get the full body length, but it's still going to come down to, wait, is that their full body or is there a mill of his foot touching? It's the same shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess this is where like what Rash saying with football is just going to exploit it, or people are just going to exploit rules all the time. Where it's like now attackers will learn how to lean halfway over but keep their feet on the same line as the defender so they can be ahead.
Yeah, like
it's
like Michael Jackson.
yeah, literally.
Yeah. But I feel like it's only really become a problem because they stopped the VAR. It's like have a still shot of what's going on.
It is,
versus-
yeah. Which, yeah, I think we've gone through like 100% goal line technology. You need that because, fuck, if the ball goes in, you want to know it's in.
Yeah.
But everything else,
Yeah. Well, extra time's been blown out of proportion the last 5 years. Like there's like
I be
another
honest?
game after the game's finished.
That's
almost.
one thing I think I like.
You do?
I think
10 minutes?
I know.
Really?
It sounds crazy, but it's like with them, that might be football's biggest flaw is the time wastage and like the amount of time where the ball is not played, right? So it's like if you're not punishing, but you're going, all right, well, you took a minute and a half to take that throw in. We're just gonna add it on to the end of this half.
But this is where I feel like, yes, there's an onus on players to maybe get a bit quicker, but if it's within the rules, then that's what the ref's job
Fair
is.
point. Yeah.
you know what I
to
like
tell
before?
tell the keeper to hurry up and stuff.
I
you put them.
like before how no one knew what was the formula for them working out the extra time. Yeah, as a player, you never knew. Like,
Where they get. And
where did
did
you get that 3
and
minutes
where's
from?
the second watch that you're stopping so that you can still see the time. Like,
Now, the best was like when you knew there should have been like 5 minutes and then was given 3. And then the whole team is like,
Lose
what the
their
hell's
mind,
going on?
yeah.
Definitely more than that.
Yeah. But
refs are
another
cheaters.
rule. Shut up, PK, man.
Yeah, man. Go get your girl back.
Yeah, just worry about something.
Have you guys
else,
ever
bro.
watched that? What is it, King's Court or whatever thing that he's
Yeah.
doing? It's kind of like Ice Cube's Big 3, but for football.
Yeah, it's like 7 aside or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, it's cool.
It's
Random.
not bad. It's not
I
bad.
think it's
That
cool.
Yeah,
one,
different game, that's
it's
mad.
all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's with the
different
OGs,
game.
right?
Yeah, trying to give old guys more avenues for money.
Didn't he also say that he doesn't watch football?
Yes,
He
he
did,
did.
yeah.
He did
Yeah,
say
so
That's
that.
not
why-
abnormal.
So why are you trying to change the
But
rules?
yeah, that's a great point.
Fair point.
If you don't watch it, then who cares?
Well, I guess he did play it for a long time.
Yeah, he did, but we knocked him out. of the
Maybe he
semis.
doesn't watch because there's draws, bro. 0-0 draws.
Maybe, but how many 0-0 draws are there really?
it's
Is
not
it a
that
common result? I feel like it's not.
I wouldn't say so.
Do you know where I think a rule should be changed though? Is in the cup competitions of every league. They should not play extra time.
Straight to pens.
Bro, 30 extra minutes of like midweek games
Yeah.
going into the next.
Yeah, but that's your punishment for not finishing the game. That's
but
the
like,
point.
you know what I mean? It's a lot, bro.
They got rid of replays, didn't they? Pretty sure they got rid of replays, FA Cup.
Yeah,
Pretty sure they're gone.
really?
I think so.
Well, yeah, that's a lot. I think you're right.
What do you mean replays?
They, remember how they
If
used to
they
do
draw,
replays
they
if they drew?
play the game again. They wouldn't go to extra
I don't
time.
remember that.
No, that's ridiculous.
Hey, but seriously, I feel like I speak for every football fan. I feel like you could not find a football fan that didn't want to bring back golden goal.
Well, I don't know about that, man.
It's until your team loses out on a golden goal that it feels horrible.
Yeah.
That's a
Goal.
good point.
You know, I've never watched a game
But-
with golden goal in
A
it.
golden goal is a weird one because
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, 'cause it was-
when did it come out?
Yeah,
like
golden goals
late
to me
90s?
and Jerome is the same as like those American penalties where you run from the halfway line. It's just
Yeah.
it's a concept. I've
golden
seen a
goal.
highlight of it. That's it.
Because you guys are what, in your 40s, so it's...
Yeah, but bro, is it not? You play it when you're playing with your mates. You go, oh, last goal wins.
Last goal
Yeah,
wins.
because
last
everyone
goal
knows
wins.
it's
You're
the best thing ever.
6-2. It's not too far.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
a chance now.
Yeah. What about when you tell the kids that?
Yeah.
You're like, no, last goal wins, and they're like, what?
Last goal wins. We're
20
fucking
nil.
pulverising them.
But it's a great way if you are doing
And then
extra
you go,
time
"Nah,
to
he
like
cheated."
force intensity into the game.
Yeah.
Like when they're fucked.
Yeah, because some teams do want to take it to pens.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what I
or
mean,
they
and
can
that's
like
where it
they're
comes
playing out
into
the
the
minutes,
drawing.
you know, to just
Yeah.
And that's where the drawing concept comes in.
Shout out PK or not, whatever. I've got something for you guys.
Okay.
This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Straight out. Hard out, straight out, chitching out.
Show us, Jerox.
Well, I'm just going to say it rather than show you because there's not much to react to. It's just the same shit if I say it.
Okay.
Thanks. A primary school in New South Wales. Hold on, I'll just wait. I'm good because this is an important snippet. Okay. A primary school in New South Wales has banned football. Not just football, all ball sports. So no basketball, no footy, no soccer. First of all, what the fuck? Straight out. Secondly, their reasoning is it incites, citing inclusivity, fairness, and fun for all are their reasons for doing it. Because apparently, ball sports, we'll say football in this case because they reference it in the video, it's fostering bullying and exclusion and all of the things that kids go through in primary school. First thing I want to say, let me try to be mature. First thing I want to say is I think it's extremely detrimental to the child. Right? Now, if you think back to when you were in primary school, what was the one thing you loved the most? I'll answer for yous. It was waiting for lunchtime so you could go to war. Whatever sport.
I don't know about that wording, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean, right?
ball sports.
Yeah, ball sports, right? Balls to the wall. Now, in my primary school, it got to the point where in grade 5, my class and another class decided that we were going to war each other in every sport imaginable. And the winner would take the bragging rights. Now, we took it too far. There was a point where the other class came into ours when we were somewhere else. And they poured all of our pencil case in the bin.
That's mad.
Now, my friend said, don't touch Jerome's. So mine was left, unscathed. But then they had to sit us down and basically say, look, you guys are taking sports way too seriously at this point. But, aside from that, man, coming in from a lunchtime session muddy or sweaty and just like you've just played your heart out, it was so good. First of all, health and fitness-wise, like, I don't even know if kids even run do kids run anymore?
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it, yeah.
So what are they supposed to do?
Walk.
No, I saw this video. Incredible, by the way. Fantastic, Jerome. Gymnastics or skipping?
What?
Jump rope. That was in the video. Gymnastics
You can do
or
that.
jump rope. I'll show you the clip. So they can explain it. Because I think it is...
I can strangle someone to death with a jump rope. Like, there is always going to be that one kid that decides it's a good idea to start whipping people as
So
well.
it's inclusive to do backflips.
Yeah, just watch the... Listen.
Someone's going to have a fucking serious injury.
Sorry.
Welcome back. The rules for lunchtime play
it's
have
in
been
Surrey Hills, that
rewritten
makes
at the
sense.
Surrey Hills School, and it's outraged parents and students.
But Bourke Street Public is backing its ban on ball sports, saying they're not inclusive, fair or fun for everyone. It's the inner city primary school that's banned the ball.
Pretty bad. I don't really like it because soccer's the best sport in the world.
Concerned about kids being left out of games, Bourke Street Public School has given ball sports a red card, prohibiting students from playing soccer and basketball during lunch and recess and at after-school care.
It just came as a shock. We came back to school day one and the soccer and basketball was taken away.
Now, instead of free play, kids can only participate in structured activities on a roster, with the basketball court only allowed to be used for skipping, and on the soccer pitch, it's gymnastics.
I think it's really bad. I think they should.
I think that's probably enough.
Why the fuck would you do gymnastics on grass?
But that school's a camp.
Okay, I don't want to generalize.
What type?
But I do want to generalize. Inner city, Bourke Street. Tells you the type
This
of
is not-
people that
this is
might
not
be
Victoria,
I know.
Yeah.
But might be offended by.
What? I don't
But-
get that. I don't get the reference.
Nor's saying they're woke as shit.
Yeah,
Well,
so there must be some
clearly.
parents that are okay with this kind of thing. Like, as in, this is not going to happen in Western Sydney.
But how much did just fairness and equality come into fact?
Like,
where you
have you ever never played-
you lose the sense of freedom.
Yeah,
You never played a serious
Absolutely.
game of tag?
Not really. Well, yeah.
You're not allowed to play tag. That's not a ball sport.
No, bro, honestly, in this day and age, you're probably not allowed to touch other
not
kids.
allowed to. Yeah. Hey, did you? Oh, okay, let me not run away.
But bro, so I talked to my mum about this, and my mum is, as you guys know, not a sport person at all, and she's like, she feared sports like crazy, and which we talked about it. We're like, probably it's basically kids getting picked last, and then complaining, and then crying, and not getting picked at all, and not being being able to participate. Right, that's the problem. But she was like, I still can't imagine why you would stop ball sports.
See, I wanna-
the kids. How is that not? You're not being inclusive to the kids that want to play that sport.
I want to rebut that because who the fuck says all the kids have to play sports at lunchtime? I knew hella nerds that would go to the library and sit there and talk about whatever the fuck. But if you wanted to play soccer, the pitch was there for you to go play, and you played. And yeah, you know what? There was a bit of bullying. I was a bully, but I also got bullied. It's just character building as well at the same time. Like, these are the times where the teachers aren't involved and the kids have to learn how to officiate games, basically. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. They need to learn how to work together. It's good for their health and fitness. It's good for their socializing skills. There's going to be arguments. Can you come to a solution? Problem solving. All these things are going to happen. That ain't going to happen when you're fucking skipping. Like, and not to sound like
They
an
can
old
even
wog,
get-
but...
They
Huh?
can even get into arguments playing knots and crosses with the crayons.
No, but okay. But,
That's a term of bullying.
Ban that.
ban that.
too.
Ban
no
that.
crayons.
Handball, downball, whatever they call it. Four square.
Probably can't even call it down ball.
Bro, I
Yeah,
can't
well-
imagine. I can't imagine my school experience without playing sport.
Bro.
Genuinely,
Oh,
Like
wouldn't go
I'd take my kid out of the school,
100%.
like without question, just for
I
the
was
whole.
even- yeah. I was thinking about this. If the school didn't have soccer goals, I don't think I'd send my kid there.
But like they speak about like it being fair. That's the least fair thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like the message they're pushing out, what they're standing for is actually the opposite.
You know what's going to happen now? Kids are just going to get bullied for the way they look, not for their tech. And that's worse.
Yeah, kids are going to bully each other about it. They're going to find
Like they're
something.
going to find another way to bully each other.
Crayons.
Because I was going to say, you were saying, like, you know, kids get picked last and whatnot. It's just one kid that gets picked last.
What's that guy?
Like, it's just the last kid.
what's
Yeah,
that
that's the minority.
Yeah, it's a minority. Like,
What's that kid in The Simpsons that has the crayons up his nose?
Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph.
Wiggum.
I don't
Nah,
watch
but-
cartoons. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it kind of comes back to my point last week of saying, all right, if we try to be like this technical country that plays like skillful football, we're competing with a country like Brazil where they play ball sports all day, every day, and then we have this kind of stuff going on in our culture.
This won't catch on, bro.
No. It really won't.
The principal there,
impossible.
100% has never played sport in
parents
his life.
are coming out and speaking that it's so wrong.
But I think this is an extreme version of something that's actually a little bit more common than we think.
Yeah.
In Australian
Are you talking about the
schools and stuff.
mentality of like nobody should be left out ever under any circumstances?
Yeah.
I hear that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I want to just wrap my head around something.
Hence participation awards. Sorry.
Yeah.
If kids are getting bullied, I can tell you right now, it's not ball sports' fault. Teachers, do your job. Parents, parent your kids. And then maybe you'll see a difference in bullying and inclusion and all that. Don't just take away ball sports. What the fuck is that going to do?
But like, the parents not get do they not get involved in this decision because they're paying for the kids to go to school?
Well, they're probably some
Like
are
you
probably
said,
on the board.
they have to. There has to be some sort of democracy in the decision, right?
Well, they said in the video, I think there's going to be like a meeting with some board where they're going to discuss it. But there's just so many. There's no pros. Like I can't see a pro in.
But that's the thing.
Definitely no pros from that school. I'll tell you that much.
Any activities that are in the yard together involves some sort of competition.
But I mean, this is the point, right? 'Cause
Regardless
this
if
is
it's
very true.
This
if it's
is
to do with
where
balls or not.
But this is where our kind of discussion went. Me and my mum's the other night of how far, because obviously like ball sports are inherently competitive. I mean, sport is competitive, right? Where is the line of competitiveness where it's too far? Like, let's say at your academy or with kids, right? You see it where kids are kids are just naturally super competitive, and then some aren't. Where is the line where you go, that's too far? You're being too, I don't know, let's say aggressive, or I mean, competitive is the word. I don't know any other word, but being too competitive, where
It's situational, bro.
you're being rude, or you're hurting people, or you're, hurting people's feelings.
I would like to know what was the moment that led up to this decision. That would be the real decider.
I'll tell you, the only WOG kid in the school started saying everyone else was shit, and then they went home and told their parents, and that was that.
Paul Scambosis Jr.
Yeah, Paul
calling
Scambuccio.
us
Paul
crap.
Scambuccio.
Straight, like seriously, I made my brother cry during school football. He was in prep. I was in grade 6. I made my best friend cry. I was a dickhead, but I got told by teachers and parents and stuff like you can't be fucking doing that, mate. Like,
But sorry, just to continue
to
on
answer
from
your
my
question, there is no. I can't sit here and say what is too far because everything is circumstantial. Because it's going to be different if you're at an academy and you want to get better at football. Then the line might be up here. But then if you're playing at lunchtime with your friends
that's what I
or
mean.
whatever, it might be a bit lower. So
I think it also depends on who do they have on yard duty at the time to be managing those situations.
yeah, because if it's gas,
right, it's me.
The teacher's beating them all in down ball. Take that one home.
yeah, my teachers used to join in and drill us.
Bro, it was a
Bad.
sense of community playing sport at
My
school. It helped you make
PE
friends.
teacher
Did what?
from primary school was probably the best ever. Like, that's the one teacher I remember. Was my
he
PE
just say?
teacher.
Yeah, my teachers used to drill us straight out, nutmeg us.
all right, I'll ask you a specific question. I'll send you guys a specific question.
All right.
Specific scenario.
I did.
You've got an under 11s team.
Yep.
School.
The kids
or-
are serious. They're serious.
Yeah, they're
they want to
serious.
become footballers.
Yeah, good on
Is
them.
this a Gabs
But,
wisdom
sorry.
corner? It is, right?
Yeah, do you want to do it later?
Is this?
It's very relevant to this
Just say it
discussion.
now.
but it's the same question.
Yeah.
Say it
Yeah.
now,
Right,
we're
Gav,
here.
this is Wisdom
Okay.
Corner with Gav.
Go, I do.
Okay, wisdom corner with Gav. Sorry, an under 10s team. Serious footballers. They're serious kids. They want to become professional
At
footballers.
an academy. I'm not at school now.
Yeah, you're not at school. But they're all at different levels. Do you play them the same amount of minutes every week? Do you share the minutes?
If it's under
Or how
10s,
do you divide the minutes amongst them? Under 10s.
I would probably divide it then.
Equally.
Yeah.
Communism strikes again.
Kim Jong Denise.
So one player. But I kind of
But
side
also,
with Gav a little
I
bit.
think so.
Also
Under
depending.
10s is-
Okay.
I side with Gav a little bit.
So let's just say we've got like where it's under 10s versus the other best under 10s in the Northeast. I'm playing my starting 11, trying to get a
Your
result.
best team.
Yeah, and then I'll chop and change throughout the game.
Oh, so you start with your best team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If I know they're a bit weaker, the other team, I start out with my not so good kids and then get my other boys to try and catch up.
So you have an A and B team.
Yeah.
Is that good?
So, but do they play
Yeah,
equal
play
minutes?
the same. Play the same.
Okay, well,
Depends on
technically
how-
your chance is right.
Yeah. Depending on who I'm playing is depending the squad I put out in the first 11.
It's the strongest league in the world.
Yeah.
For under
Then I
10s.
always start. then I always start
like
my
Chelsea
11. I always start my starting 11 and then I chop and change.
But how can you play the same minutes? Gav?
How do they
many-
play the
easy.
same minutes then?
If it's how long?
So
does
that-
it?
Juniors, if it's juniors, I'll fucking make as many subs as I want.
So you'll sub potentially your captain off after 15.
Yep.
To bring on
Well, I'd say to the captain,
young,
mate.
young Jerome.
I'd say to the captain, I go,
It's an
mate.
impact sub. Thank you.
I'd say, mate, put a shift in. You're coming off after 15. Get the result, and then
What about if Johnny missed the Tuesday session because
he's out.
okay? What
Johnny,
about
with a fine.
What about if
Johnny,
What
A or B?
What about if
For me,
Billy?
football 1-on-1. If you miss a session in my week, you're done.
But like, usually if a kid misses
me,
a
that's-
session at that age, it's typically not their fault.
I know this is why. This is my
They
next
can't
question.
get there.
That's my next question. So what about if Billy?
dad's at the
What about
TV.
if Billy?
Dad drank too much.
He can't play.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit probably does happen, man.
that
All the
Kev?
time.
What about
I've got a story about Kev. I've got to tell this story just because.
what about Billy comes late to Tuesday session?
Johnny and Billy.
Then he won't start.
Okay.
What
do you
if
do?
the dad comes? What if the parent comes over and goes, mate, sorry, my car went flat. My tire went flat. I had to change it. So
car
we're
got
half flat.
If he still shows up,
Then he's
but I wouldn't
back in
start
kid-
him.
But even though his
Nah, fuck the
dad
dad.
like came over and apologized, he said
the
fuck the
dad.
dad. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You?
Well, I actually don't know.
Really hard.
It's tough because 10s, in my mind, you're old enough to reason between, like, to an extent, good and not as good and better.
Let's be real. Let's stop beating around the bush, right? Because this is what we do. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Ah,
mate.
that's fine. So go for it. Go for it.
If you're a coach, deep down in your heart, you're going to play the best players. You're just going to mask it to look like everyone's getting equal time, but they're really not. That's what everyone's doing. I can guarantee you the best players are going to play more.
Yeah, because under 10s is where winning starts to matter.
That's how I
Like,
look at it.
around that age, it's like, because by 12s, I would say you should start getting into your
What
academy
age
and
group?
stuff.
What age
And the other
group?
kids get pissed off. It's like, why is that shit cunt playing?
What age
we
group do
lost.
you
Yeah.
stop? Do you stop playing equal minutes and picking your best team, like for the betterment of
I'd
people's
say-
development?
Under 12s?
14s.
Oh, 14s.
So even 13s, you're rotating.
Hold on, bro.
Wait, no,
so
foots are on this just because of the way football is now. 14s is way too late to do that when 15-year-olds are making debuts in championship and all
That's
this kind of
exactly
stuff.
right.
Technically, I would have left your squad by the age of like
yeah,
11.
because I want to ask you. So if I'm 11 years old, I'm in your team, and I'm better than Billy. I'm playing the same minutes as Billy,
Depends which Billy.
and I come to you and I say, Gav, I feel like I'm a better player.
You're stunting my growth now.
And you're negatively affecting my career now because I'm
14
not getting to play that many
I'd say
minutes.
13, 14. Novena. In Nudge.
Nah.
All right, let's stop going in circles.
I would have left. I would have been taken out.
I have a question. Did you guys ever racially divide? Hold on. Hold on.
Racially.
Pause.
Lunchtime.
Hold on.
Why did you
Thank you.
pause after you said
Because
that?
Rash gave me a look. I knew he would. Because he doesn't let me finish the sentence. Did you
He
guys
didn't
ever
say
rate
anything.
No, he looked at me.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, look what you said.
Yeah, let me finish. Let me land. Did you guys ever racially divide your year level when playing football at lunchtime? My answer is yes.
Oh, I heard you say this before. Nah, I never did that.
You never did that? What primary school did you go to?
Nah. Oakley Primary School.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it probably wasn't the most.
Yeah, it was probably
diverse.
like 90 Greeks versus Rash.
No. Very diverse, bro.
Oh, was it?
Very diverse. But I just, we were taught not to do that.
Oh, okay.
In the 90s.
Yeah, we
early
were-
2000s.
Yeah.
wow.
We were told not to do it as well. Guess what?
You know,
At his school, Rash.
What-
it was
how
just
did you
Rash
divide
versus
it?
everyone.
How did we divide it?
Colours versus...
yes.
No, we didn't do colours.
No, we did black versus white.
Wasn't
but
apartheid.
Our school had almost no black people and almost no white people as well. So the white was the Asians and the black was the brown people.
Yeah.
All right.
And that was it. We were all wearing the same white t-shirts. So we need to
Damn,
split
bro.
up somehow.
We always did the gap. So 1 versus 2 or 3v4.
What do you mean?
So if you're in grade 3, you'd always play the 4s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that.
That was
That's
so
pretty-
good.
that's
That
pretty
was so
smart.
good.
But can I just say, so you've obviously had this big rant about what this school in Sydney's doing.
Yeah.
And then you've
You
come
can't
out
beat
and
me
said that
with
you
this.
were racially dividing your...
Yep.
So maybe that's their issue.
Nope.
But racially
Because guess what?
dividing doesn't mean racism.
Everyone was
Yes,
proud.
it does at his school.
No, it doesn't.
But like,
Shit.
No, bro, the Asians were like, fuck yeah, we want to be with the Asians because that's our guys. And we're like, all right, we'll do Asians versus Wogs. Let's do it.
And then when fights broke out, what were the fights?
Over.
We were too
What
young
were the fights?
to...
What were the fights over, bro?
The fights were over offsides and free kicks. We were too young to do slurs.
I'm not.
See, I
I don't
started
mean.
in year
No,
7.
no. I don't mean the reason for the fights. I
guess
mean
what would
who
come out
was
once they
fighting.
start
Who
fighting.
was fighting? Who was it versus who?
No. But okay, it was team 1 versus team 2 that's fighting. That so happens to be
It's exactly
Asians
right.
and Wogs.
That's exactly
That's actually
right.
what it is.
And you know what's funny? For the players that didn't fit anywhere, like we had one guy, Lee Broxham's nephew,
What?
right? Yeah.
How do you know he's Lee Broxham's nephew?
How old? When was this?
My age.
Lee Broxham has a nephew.
Yeah, like a
your
step
age?
nephew or some shit. Anyway, it's not irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Fuck is a step nephew?
It's irrelevant.
So Lee Broxham's like 5 years older than his nephew.
Yeah, yeah. Is Lee Broxham 35?
Maybe north of that, but like you
Yeah.
get my
Anyway,
point.
that doesn't matter. I just thought I'd throw that fact out there.
Yeah.
He was half Aussie, half Dutch. It's like, you know what? You're a Wog today. But then,
That was me.
yeah, you know.
I always ended up with the brown boys because I wasn't Asian.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what? It was fun, man. And no one, I can say this confidently. No one was like, oh, they were like, nah, I want to be with. That's how we did it. And then sometimes we didn't do Wogs versus Asians. Sometimes we did Aussies v everyone. You know, so then it's like, damn, it was like rush hour.
But you can imagine now that like one kid goes home and like, what did you do for lunchtime today? Oh, we just divided everyone by the color of
Yeah,
their skin
mad.
to verse each other in sport. That's gone straight to the principal the next day in this day and age.
Wow.
That's on Channel 7 News the next day.
Well, fuck.
Goodness.
No, I can't say that. But yeah, that was fun. That's what we did. Like it was and it's a massive thing in the UK and France, bro. In the UK and France, they split it by religion.
Christians.
Yeah, and it's crazy. That Christian versus Muslim in France is nuts.
Yeah, but I don't think you should be referencing those two countries. I feel like they've got so much serious racism.
Yeah, but
going
Rash,
on.
you're thinking too deep about it. I'm just saying, in primary school, these are the type of shit we used to do, and it was fine. Now they're banning the actual game.
Yeah.
Like it's just baffling to me. Like what the fuck?
Stuff
My
that's
other
good.
question was similar topic. You guys have seen the Michael Jordan documentary,
Yeah,
last
yeah.
and you know the part
He's a
where
good
you know
guy.
they're asking him. Yeah, they're asking him like, what do you say if people watch this show and now they're going to call you an asshole after it? And you know he tears up and all that. He's an asshole, right? Like to his teammates. He,
Like a gaping.
yeah. What do you guys think about that?
Him
Everyone-
being an asshole.
Like, do you think that's okay in a team environment, considering the fact that they went on to win so much and it was an effective strategy? In hindsight, it's an
You know,
effective strategy.
Depends who.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Where is
See-
this competitive? Because obviously that level of competitiveness ends up you're being an asshole now.
I think it like what Jerome said depends who. Like, I'm sure you've played with certain players that can talk to you a certain way, and just out of respect, you just go, you know what? I respect him.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure if Kyle Valeri was arcing up to you and telling you to get your shit together.
Yeah, but have you seen the documentary?
Well, if
It's
Michael
not-
Jordan
He definitely
was
hasn't seen it. That's all right.
I have.
Oh, okay. Not bad, Gav.
But if Michael Jordan is speaking to me a certain way, I'm saying, well, fuck
It's different with basketball though, bro, because it's the one sport where if you're the best
Individual
player,
brilliance
you can
matters a
have,
lot.
well, you can have the ball for 70% of the game.
Yeah.
Can't really do that in other team sports.
Do you know what it is, though? My point on it is, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, boys, but I'm pretty sure some of the teammates in that doco liked how he dragged them over the line and had such high standards that it's either live up to them or fuck off. But then others, like, what's his name? One of them really didn't take to it well. Can't remember who.
Nick Kerr?
Steve Kerr.
Oh, Steve Kerr? You know his son is Nick Kerr, which is a horrible mistake to name your kid that.
Is he Nicaraguan?
It's crazy.
You just missed that. Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks.
Shout out to my.
Thanks, Theo. No, there was another player. Was it Isaiah?
Thomas?
Someone.
It's the first
That was
Isaiah
a
Thomas,
Detroit Pistons.
You're
player.
right. Anyway,
That was
someone.
a Team USA thing.
Team USA. Yeah. So some players don't take to it very well, but then, like, rest in peace, Kobe was like that.
So this is what I was going to say. I think if you're like that, I don't mind it as long as you win all the time.
Yeah, and
Right?
that's me at
Because it's
fives.
like, all right. But like Mayweather, you would say it's tough as individual sport. But it's like you're so arrogant, you're so cocky, but you also never lose. So you're right about this. Jordan, you could almost say never. Well, yeah, I don't think he ever lost the finals, right? So it's like fair enough. I think when you get to the point where it's like it's tougher with football. You're right, because it's like you actually do need to pass the ball much more than you do on a basketball court or whatever.
Yeah, you need your
Like
teammates.
you actually need your teammates.
Well,
a
who's
lot
the
more.
football version?
Like I would
Messi's
say,
the only one.
or Cristiano Ronaldo.
But even then, he's probably not as antagonizing to his own team.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
he's
He just gets given the most freedom to
Yeah.
be
I feel
whatever
like
the hell he
Ronaldo-
wants
he's
to
also
be.
non-verbal.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Ronaldo might be the most antagonizing to his own team.
I like him. I like Zlatan. You're going to tell me Zlatan isn't?
Well, Zlatan is, yeah. Do you know what's crazy? Messi was non-verbal, and then the fans said, if you don't fucking win us a World Cup, we're going to kill you. And then he started speaking and won the World Cup.
I reckon Messi's very verbal.
Have you guys seen the interview where the reporter's crying next to Messi the whole time, and he's just there like,
Shout out Messi, man.
Messi's amazing.
Zlatan is the closest in football for me.
But I'm not necessarily talking about arrogance. I'm talking about being an asshole, because I feel like they're very different things.
That's true.
Because
That's true.
Zlatan's an arsehole.
Yeah, but
like-
it's an asshole. It's an asshole to thrive for standards.
And the reason I say this is because I feel like as a country, we almost condemn people for being competitive. We almost our whole country makes us feel like we're not allowed to be competitive, and we're not allowed to try to win things.
Not allowed to aspire.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be ambitious.
Got to try hard.
And so much so to the extent where, I don't know if you saw, so it's obviously a phenomenon, but like the Nike ad, it was about 6 months ago, they released an ad. It was really cool. And it was like, am I a bad person? Have you seen that ad? No. It's like, am I a bad person? I want to win. Am I a bad person? Because I don't want you to win. And it just keeps saying, am I a bad person? Am I a bad person? It's about being really competitive, you know? And so it's obviously a worldwide phenomenon, but I feel like in Australia, it's really like, no, don't be competitive. Don't try to win. Don't be, you know?
Who was the most competitive player you played with? I reckon I know the answer, but I just want you to say it.
I think there's two things, right? You can have
Outwardly.
overtly,
Yeah,
overtly, probably best.
Yes. There, that's the answer.
But I don't think he actually genuinely within himself was more competitive than someone like Fahid, for example.
Yeah, well, Fahid,
I think
that's a
Fahid's
sickness, yeah.
more almost like Jake saw it like in a charity match.
Yeah.
He's like being an asshole to people in a charity match.
He thinks he can do better tricks than me as well, which
like
is blasphemous.
just wild.
Who's the most competitive player you played with?
Don't let him get away with that.
Yeah.
Don't let
What?
him get away with
I
that.
spoke to Fahid about this.
We'll do a 1v1 skit on that, I reckon.
Define what you mean, though.
I feel like I can do more freestyle tricks than Fahid.
Maybe.
Like, it's not a massive thing to say.
A lot of pro
Like
footballers
that's
don't
what I'm
freestyle.
saying. Exactly. That's my point. I could out freestyle Rash.
Do you know why? Because you don't do it in the game.
Yeah, that's it. But
He does the funniest tricks, by the way.
and I hate pro footballers. But yeah, keep going.
What did you ask me?
Most competitive player you've ever played with? One that was like took it far, maybe.
Do you know a weird one? Maybe no one would. Maybe people remember him, but Zen and Caravella.
Zen and Caravella, man.
Because, bro, I'll never forget Marcelo Kruska's first training session. Zenon was in the starting team and I was in the second team, and I passed the ball and he kicked me after play just because their team was losing. Like, you know, when the second team always dominates the first team. And I remember hearing Dario go, "Hey, you can't do that." So I ran after Zenon when he next got the ball and I elbowed him in the throat.
Nice.
And he goes, and I just hear him go, "Don't ever fucking do that again." And then anyway, the next tackle, Cassio. That's why Cassio, I've always loved him. Cassio just wiped him out. And they were fighting, like genuine punch on. And Cozzy's like over there, like telling the assistant coach, stay here.
Let him do it.
But they both left that day because of like, they left before the session finished in their training gear and drove home.
Nice.
And then just the kicker to that story is Zenon came in the next day and I'm thinking, fuck, this is going to be awkward. He's like, "Hey, Jakey, how are you, mate? Hey, Cass, how are you, fella?" Like nothing happened. So
Yeah,
maybe-
I like that. That's how it should be.
But like punch-ons all the time.
That's it. That's
For
all the
losing.
time, bro. Yeah.
Like 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop out if you've got the opportunity.
Yeah.
Are we
Still a
going?
trade. Go
We
brick
live?
mason or something.
Brick mason. Yeah, we're live.
Oh, wait, it's brick layer, stone mason.
Nah, or you could do
Or you
both
could
and be a brick mason. Yeah.
Brick Mason.
What else did we have, man? Oh, just on ball games, on soccer. Shout out to the under 20 Socceroos.
Get in, lads. Big W's out there, man.
Asia Cup winners, under 20s. I believe it's our third actual trophy across all levels.
Really? For men?
No, I think Nor, can you Google this?
No, I reckon we've had more if you count the women's.
Women's got the Asia Cup.
So how many trophies?
Oh, we're talking
general?
international.
Yeah, international.
Oh, okay, you're not
International.
counting Western Sydney.
No.
Oh, okay, you might be right.
I think it's the third international because we got the men's Asian Cup.
It's definitely the first in that age group, which is
yeah.
big.
Yep. And now everyone is calling Rash a savant and a time traveler because a couple of weeks ago he said, "Why do we need to copy Japan? Just do our own thing, bro." And then guess what happened? They beat Japan. And then they beat Saudi Arabia in the final on pens. Huge save by Hall.
By the way, he's at Brighton.
Yes.
Decent,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah. So
Well
he's-
done, boys.
It
He's
was a great save.
And then the young Battlelardo, he won the
Yeah, shout out Battlelardo.
was it the player of the tournament or the player of the final?
Player of the tournament.
Probably if he won the final.
Yeah.
He looks nice.
Is that which number is that?
He's like the number 10, isn't
Number
he?
10,
He was
the one
named-
that
he was named MVP.
did the Panenka.
Yes.
Yes.
He did a Panenka
He,
in the final.
I'm pretty sure he's on loan to Victory, right?
He is.
Which is
Yep.
what?
Yeah, it's weird. But I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
saw
sure
in the comments asking why he doesn't start.
well, most of the players have come through. I'm pretty sure all of them.
Adelaide deserve a shout out for the amount of players that are from South Australia in that team is significant, man.
I think
Significant.
I believe I have a screenshot
But
of
it's
that.
also, this comes back to the point around this youthful A-League has some perks, right? We spoke about it a few weeks ago. Man,
Well,
at
and they're
that
all out
age,
about that age.
well, at that age, put it into perspective. The under 20s I went to a World Cup for, the Asian Cup they went to, which I wasn't a part of. They made the final, so they were in contention to win the first one ever, and they lost to out of all teams. North Korea was razzlers. They lost to them, but I recall in that team at that time there were probably like no one would have played more than like 25, 30 A-League games. Do you know what I mean? Now you've got a team filled with players that have played a decent amount of minutes.
From what you know, how many of them percentage-wise are playing in the A-League? There's quite a few of them overseas, eh?
Bro,
Yeah, there's a few, but there's a huge amount from
23 have previously played in the A-League.
Yeah, there's a huge amount that play.
Wow.
But
Wow.
it's also like one thing is to play in the A-League, but one thing is to play like 30, 40 games, be the number one striker, be a midfielder that plays every week. a centre back that plays every week.
Yeah, 23. And then some have obviously left, but Jake's right because 1/4 of the whole squad is from Adelaide, which is, Luka Jovanovic, Musa Toure, Johnny Yule, Fabian Taladera, Stephen Hall, the keeper.
Yep.
Victory only has one.
Who?
Joshua Insera.
Oh, right. I thought you were about to say Battlelard. Because
No.
technically
And there's some clubs in here that don't have any. So it's Adelaide, man. City have 2. Sydney have 2. Wanderers have 2. Perth has 4. Looks like there's some good talent coming out of there, man.
It's just a massive effort by them. It's definitely not easy, man. Like a lot of teams have gone to that tournament, and a lot recently have not made the World Cup because you got to make the semi-final to qualify for the World Cup to make the top 4 teams.
How many in the under 20 World Cup?
So like when you get to the final, it's a bonus. You're already kind of at your goal.
Yep.
But then obviously, But the quarterfinal is grand final.
Well,
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they qualified for the World Cup after winning that game before the semis. So when they're playing for that, they're playing for now we can go for some silverware. But they've qualified for Chile.
I think all this talk about other Asian nations doing better and all of that, this surely has to be a little, let's just...
Yeah. I don't want us to understate this. It's incredible, yeah.
No, it's
Let's
massive.
sing. If you're a football fan, get onto the FA Instagram and reshare their post about these boys. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
No one's done
That
it
should be
before.
on in the news, like front page in the newspaper. That's incredible.
But do you know what? This I hate to be any dim light on this, but this is what the team that the World Cup that I went to. I wasn't a part of this squad, so I can't take credit. But when they did what they did, everyone was like golden generation. Then we went to the World Cup and only got like 1 point from 3 games, and it was like coach sacked, shocking gen. Do you know what I mean? So, with the greatest respect of getting there, man, boys, go like with this World Cup, go and try and do something because. This is how football works. People will forget about your Asian Cup performance.
But even in that, like you had some decent team or players that went on to have very decent careers.
Bro, unbelievable. But yeah, like it was at the World Cup. It's like shattered everything they did in the Asian Cup, which was like a real learning experience because it's like, fuck, man, 95% of games this group won, and they just remembered 3. So not to downplay it because it's incredible what they did, but the World Cup's like, Tommy Orr said it because Tommy Orr went to 2. He goes, it's such a great experience because it's the first time, if you haven't gone to an under 17, it's the first time you get to see the global level, like the best of each country, and because you're going to play the best countries, obviously. So it's the first time you get to actually see where you're at. Yeah.
Well, Rash's post had been reposted about does Australia need its own style, and shout out Petr Petrov said coming back to this high energy, intense brand of football, regardless of the setup, I think that style perfectly encapsulates Aussie's diverse culture. And Stefan Mork said, I don't think you need to have a specific style. I think you aim to create this best individual players who can then play in any style. To be a top player in this day and age, you need to have almost everything.
Sorry, does that contradict itself?
I don't know.
Well, I reckon what he's trying to say there is
There's
like
no
from
system. There's just quality players.
Well, I think the most important thing
Yeah,
for us
I
is the
agree with
technical aspect because everything off the ball is like almost instinctive in the Australian culture.
Basically, he's saying in cricket terms, you need to be an all-rounder.
But yeah, if you're developing yourself as a footballer, you can't take you seriously.
Petr Petrov said, when I say style, I don't mean a certain formation, tactical shape, etc. I mean, but almost every successful nation has some sort of identity based on the societal culture, what Rasha said. More than anything, that it consciously or subconsciously tries to follow in order to produce elite players. This guy is fucking Shakespeare.
Oh, nice.
Peter Drury.
Twitter Shakespeare.
Shout out Petr Petrov for sharing that because it's sort of blown up a bit. Alan Riley said, high intensity with brains. Like this team or Leah Blaney's under-20s Matildas team should be the go. So maybe people are coming across now. I think you just shat on the whole entire article. Well done, Rash.
Yeah, shout out. I think a couple players. Jovanovic had a great tournament as well.
Yeah,
striker from
he
Adelaide.
looks good, man.
Yeah. Well, he's like the main striker in Adelaide. I know Archie Goodwin's on fire, but I'm pretty sure he's their go-to guy.
Also, just on the itches, shout out Noah Bodic,
our
love
boy,
Noah.
who
killing it at the moment. Thank you, Jerome.
this guy's a poacher and a half.
Yeah, was he top scorer? He's the first player into double figures this season.
I believe so.
And he's the only player to do the student booted celebration. So,
Do the fucking math.
Do the math, man. 2 plus
Fucking
2.
math.
But how old is he?
I don't know. I'd have
He's
to,
under 23s. I think he might be 23, actually.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of a late bloomer, but
no, I don't think he is.
And we've got qualifiers
He's 23.
coming up.
he's
You're right.
23.
Yeah.
19 matches, 10 goals, 4 assists. Not fucking
Wow.
bad. Not bad, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound dumb, but under 20s, like Asian Cup, it's not like the Olympics where you can take 3 players over 23.
No.
Or whatever. No, it's not.
No,
that. Yeah.
Imagine
actually,
that.
Yeah, actually, or under 20.
Yeah. You're all under 20s. But this is like and this is why it's great and important to have players getting so many minutes in that age. And where I felt the age group that I was a part of, we lacked, is because you go to players that are actually in squads for the Champions League or players that have played minutes at the best league in the world. So
Let me. Your
you need to have professional experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's a flex? Neymar was too good to go to the under 20 World Cup I was at because he was signing for Barca. So I was like,
Wow.
this is not important. That's when I was like, holy shit, bro.
Levels.
I've
Levels.
heard that
Holy shit.
he could be returning to Barca.
Neymar.
They're throwing that around. I
Yeah.
don't know why. Yeah.
He just signed for Santos. How bad is it there for him to do?
Well, I
because
just want to know,
apparently
did his
his
sister
contract-
follow him back home?
You said that last time we
What do
talked
you mean
about
by
him.
that?
Oh, did I?
And we said, what do you mean? I can't remember what you said.
Well, did you hear the chants were going on when he scored the corner
Yeah.
about his ex?
Yeah, and then he scored an Olympico.
Hey, about country styles. Do you guys like this tie, by the way? For those that are listening at home,
the country style.
it's a reddy purple.
Can we guess what country it's from?
It's giving me a Moroccan Ghanaian feel.
Yeah, nice.
It's giving
So-
me Peru.
Nah, sorry, that's got nothing to do with. But
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, do we want to do a whiteboard on this topic?
On what topic?
Ties.
Cultures and countries in football.
Cultures. And
I've got a
what do you-
question. Basically, which country has influenced today's football the most?
Oh, do top
up to
3.
this point. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
5, I reckon, because I think it's more interesting.
Okay, I don't know
I
where
feel
the
like we'll
whiteboards
put
are at.
most of the same.
Everyone should have their
top
whiteboard
3.
next to them.
I already know. Can I just
So what was the
predict one
question?
country that's going to be on Rashid and Gavs? Argentina. Oh my God.
That's influenced.
We're not
football.
played in Argentina.
Yeah.
That's influenced.
What's this? What's this? I didn't hear what you said.
Now, for the audio listeners and at home, I'm going to try to keep talking so there's not just a massive
Oh,
blank.
yeah. That was long last time.
Yeah, that was a
wasn't
long
it?
blank. So basically what we're doing is top 5. My pen don't work.
Yeah, a lot of the pens are trash.
Top 5 influence on football.
5.
Top 5 influence on football. Okay.
Can I borrow your?
And by the way, I
what
feel like
bracket?
this is. I need a caveat mine. Like I'm uneducated on this.
Yeah, I don't know
know the
anything.
history of.
We
a lot of
actually
stuff.
don't know anything.
What is the bracket though, Rash?
When we say influenced,
Yeah, what do we mean by that exactly?
like,
Well, you
I guess,
define it
I
Global
guess,
culture of football.
like has
playing
impacted
style.
is impacted the overall game, like popularity, how you see the game, what
Everything.
interests you. Thanks,
Yeah,
bruh.
everything.
Well, now that Jake said that, I'm changing my answer.
Yeah, because it can be anything that has influenced football.
Oh, this
It
one
could be
works
like, for
nice.
example, how many good players that they have produced.
Yeah. So it's in order, right?
Yeah. Oh, shivers.
You can say shit. It's all right.
I feel like everyone's gonna have the same top 3.
I don't know, bro. Because I'm talking modern football. I'm talking modern football. Like, sorry, not modern football, but I mean up until this point, which obviously the last 20 years is very significant in talking about that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Fucking. Oh shit!
Yeah, I think we just thought the same thing.
Nah, No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Are you peeking at mine?
Are you?
I don't.
Oh my god! Hey,
I'm not looking at yours.
I know you didn't, but hey,
okay. All right.
Hey, why are you? Are we doing top fives, bro? Are
Yeah.
we doing top
Yeah, I thought
threes?
we were doing top fives.
Oh, I got 5.
Shit.
I got 5.
There's so many different reasons though that you
It's
could.
so hard,
you know?
man.
Are you done? Sure.
I'm done. Yeah.
All right, you go first.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, or I can go. I don't mind.
Oh, you go, Gav.
So I didn't really do the order, but Spain, basically the tiki taka, and when they won it, what was it, 2010?
Yep.
I think. France when they won it, what was it, 2018?
Yep.
I think like that song that they brought out,
Okay.
the Kantes, the Waves, the Pogbas, and all of that. Mm-hmm. Portugal, Ronaldo, all time. I feel like he's influenced so many people.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good point, bro.
Argentina, you know, you just got the Messis and all the rest. And then in Brazil, I feel like everyone wants to be Brazilian one stage in their life.
Yep. Cool.
Good answer.
Go, Rash.
All right, I'll go. I'm going to say England number 1
Yep.
because, oh man, like, I mean, in terms of styles and stuff, not so much, but like we have to say England. I feel like English Premier League is just ridiculous. Spain number 2. I'm going to say Spain because of the style that's absolutely overdone now, which is this tiki-taka.
Can we debate choices?
Yeah, Pep Guardiola has influenced football unbelievably. I feel like
so
now he's been influenced by something, of course, but him and Xavi and Iniesta have created what we see today in football. Every player is trained the way they are trained from a junior level because of Xavi and Iniesta. Those two players have changed modern football.
Can we challenge
And
each other?
Busquets.
Can we challenge each other?
Somewhat. Yep.
Who influenced all of the above?
Yeah, I've got them last.
because
There is no Spain without Netherlands.
Yeah, but they're last, bro, because that's just one. It's essentially one system. But now Spain have now taken it, and they've had players that have come out of it. They've got a coach. They've got trophies. They've got.
I don't think it is. I think
This is how he debates.
no. So like, Johan Cruyff is not so much a system; it's a philosophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
It's a lifestyle.
So it's like when you don't have the ball, find space.
That's
Like
exactly
it's a different way of thinking. It's not 4-3-3. It's called total football.
I'm not talking about a formation. I know that. I know that that's the philosophy that Pep Guardiola used, but I'm going to argue that Pep Guardiola has taken that and has made it more influential than what the Dutch ever did.
All right.
Well, the reason why I disagree is because his influence on the game that we see and feel, I think, was equally as big by Johan Cruyff in a time when we weren't around.
Keep going with your point, and then you get to yours when you do yours.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
boys.
because I've got more
Can I
points
just
on
say,
that.
just because this is on my mind, like I feel like I don't know you two answers, but I'm guessing everyone has a South American country in there, and I feel like a lot of our listeners are either Australian or European, and not enough people actually travel to South America that are football lovers. And if you haven't been there, I think you've got to do it before you die. Like it's
Bro,
something
100%.
that, like, obviously Jake's been to Colombia, so he's only really seen BBLs, and we've lived there.
Oi, facts, bro. When I was
Colombians?
there, I would send photos to my mum of like a girl at the mobile phone case store, like giving me a kiss on the cheek, who's like a 10 out of 10. I just sent it to my
Apparently-
mum. She's like, just worry about football, lad.
I think they're the country with the most
good mother.
plastic surgeries in the world.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we fact check that?
Yeah.
on 'em.
Can we please?
Yeah.
Because I think Korea is
I think it's South,
maybe up there.
South Korea. Or
I thought it was
Iran.
Turak.
Iran.
Iran.
Like, noses.
Turak is getting up there.
got the.
Really?
Too many.
But like,
I didn't know that.
now going
Yeah.
back on track, if
Yeah.
you are a football lover, you've got to do South America before you die. I swear, it's
Yeah.
one of the best experiences ever that I don't think Europe can live up to unless you've experienced that.
I would agree. Brazil, in saying that, Brazil third. Obviously, I mean, we grew up with Mahazisco was my name and Jaquincha was his name because we found a website where you could get your Joga Bonito name generator.
I still think Mahazisco.
Can I just put this out there? Wait,
Did they have internet when you were?
Can I put this out there? Because I know Jerome has done this before and I did it for ages and I know there's heaps of listeners that have done this. But Nike ID, building your own boots.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Is one of the best. It was one of the best experiences that I ever did.
Yeah, of course, brother.
I actually don't remember.
I don't think I ever did that.
They didn't have
Two
the internet back
South
then.
Korea.
Bro, you started watching football when HD came out, bro, last week.
Suck my dick.
South Korea has the highest rate of surgeries, followed by Argentina.
Wow.
Yeah, you fucking fakes.
Hey, Gavin, pushing out false information, which we love.
Wow. And
Second-
we have said that before. We don't care about the facts.
Who cares about the facts, bro?
Same thing. I feel like Brazil lost their aura when they stopped producing Eno players. There's just not enough Enos in the squad
Yeah.
anymore.
What happened to...
Wait, where are they?
Robinho,
Well, he's in jail.
Ronaldinho, all of the Enos, bro. None of them anymore. They all started coming out with just names. Neymar,
That's true.
Vinicius,
Savinho's
Rodrigo.
holding it down.
Savinho's the first one in a while.
That's true.
Yeah.
On that, fourth, Argentina. I think in terms of passionate people, I would argue that they're the most passionate football fans in the world and drive the fanatical aspect. And then the two best players to ever live come out of that country, Maradona and Lionel. And the last one, Netherlands, because of our
Hold on.
Cruyff.
Is Maradona a better player than Ronaldo?
I would say so, yeah.
I think a lot of people say that, but it's hard. I've never watched it.
Yeah, come on, brother. Bro, have you seen
I think
the ball
watching
come to him?
Maradona in the 80s would have been
Like watching
More-
Messi in this.
more amazing than watching Ronaldo in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but Maradona was playing against State 1 defenders. Anyway.
To be honest,
But where State 1 tackles were allowed.
to be honest, how crazy is it like that still we have Ronaldo playing and Messi? And when Messi was playing for Barca and Ronaldo was still playing at his prime, I would tend to try and watch them. But now that they're playing in the shitter leagues, I don't try to. But then I think if Ronaldinho was still playing, I'd probably try and watch every match. And if Maradona was still playing, I'd try and watch every match. Where like right now we still have Messi and Ronaldo, and I'm sure most of our listeners are not watching the Saudi nor the MLS.
Probably a good point.
We actually don't speak about Ronaldo doing it in multiple countries enough.
Doing
I'm
what?
the most pro Ronaldo guy going around.
So am I.
Yeah.
Do you watch the Saudi league?
Even as a Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
Wait, do you watch the Saudi league?
No, why would I waste
Bro,
my time
I've
doing
started being way more interested in it because of the
Doco.
Netflix doco.
Yeah, the doco.
Far out, man. It's cool as fuck.
that? Keep going, Rush.
Yeah, who's
That's my fault.
that's your fault?
Also, shout out to all
Wait,
our
can we
Ramadan
both
listeners.
turn ours around at the same
All
time?
right, ready?
I promise we didn't look.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
Is it same?
Oh, it's different. No, it's
Nah,
different.
it's slightly different.
Slightly
What's
different.
different?
Same.
And
I don't
Jake's,
I went same countries.
Jake's written top three at the top.
For
And he's
the
got
audio
five.
listeners, can you just read them out?
Yeah, top three.
What'd you say, Nor?
Top
For
five.
the audio listeners, can you just read them
For
out?
the audio listeners, top 5, I've gone England number 1. They fucking invented the game.
Yep.
And that's the best league in the world.
But so they say also.
What do you mean, so they say?
I mean, how do we know that they invented the game?
Well, the rules we play by now, the skeleton of the rules was from England.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So
they were
kicking a ball around
They were
and shooting
kicking-
into goals.
Well, they were kicking decapitated heads around in the Ming Dynasty, Qing Dynasty, whatever it was.
The Gav Dynasty.
Yeah, the Gavin Dynasty. They were
Yep.
kicking around decapitated heads. You could call that football.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Who says this? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's pumped though.
Control.
Last goal wins.
Second, I've gone Brazil because any type of skill, well, not any, but any skill in football, like flair, I should say, has come from Brazil. And like all of you have said, everyone wanted to be Brazilian. It's the coolest way to play. Obviously not anymore, but like they did that shit from like the fucking World War II all the way up to like 2000s. So there's that. Netherlands, I've gone because of, first of all, the formation stuff, the Cruyff, the total football, all of that. And then there was a period where every best player in the world was fucking Dutch. They just, I don't know, they just couldn't do it on the world stage. But Netherlands, I feel like, has an incredible impact on everything.
Sorry, every best player in the world was Dutch.
I
When
reckon
was that
I reckon
period?
the 80s, man.
The 80s?
Rijkaards, Van Bastens.
Rijkaard, Van
Okay.
Basten,
Okay.
Cruyff.
So
I
we're
mean,
not all even born yet. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not born yet.
Fun
Cool.
fact: Frank de Boer's daughter went to the school across mine.
Did she?
Stunning.
Oh, good on her. Stunning.
Stunning.
She was stunning, Nor
Was
said.
Frank de Boer coaching in Qatar? Was he
played
coaching?
and then he played there at the end of his career, and then
He
then
did.
started
He did.
coaching.
I remember that.
Played for Qatar.
Same time Pep did.
What else about Netherlands?
I've never been to the Netherlands.
Yeah, see, that's the problem, bro. You shouldn't have to think what else about Netherlands.
okay,
I don't care.
This
Well,
is
I
how-
don't
No,
why
I've got multiple points on each
Okay.
league.
Yeah.
This is what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Brazil has to be number one
let me finish.
overall, is because that's the only country on every list that you actually don't need to give a reason for. Everyone just goes, yeah.
Everyone
makes
goes,
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I think I like the Trump point of England. There is no game without
Without it. That's
England's
fair.
number
the
one.
That's fair.
official, the
England-
officializing of the English.
England's number one. Netherlands also as well coaches, Dutch coaches. Again, that leads into the philosophy, and I feel like it was the first system that everyone just
Adopted.
adopted. So there's that. Spain, similar. I would have had them above Netherlands, but at the same time, it's like
That's daddy.
that daddy.
That's daddy.
That daddy.
Yeah.
And Spain now aren't even known for tiki taka anymore. That was a maybe a 8-year period, something like that, where Barca was playing the same as Spain, and that's that. But then that's sort of phased out now. So that
Sort of like Drake.
no, Drake's been around longer than tiki taka. So that's where you get. Man, fuck! You just threw me off.
That's daddy.
Yeah.
So you're saying, so you would put Lil Wayne at number 3 and Drake at number 4.
Ooh, that's a good
No,
point.
Drake's
You put
Drake's way better than
you
Wayne.
put
Wayne's a
Drake,
much better
you
artist.
put Drake above Lil Wayne.
Of course.
Yes, bro.
What?
Come on, man.
Absolutely. Like,
Come
without a
on,
question.
bro.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
No. I'm saying without a question, Wayne is better than Drake.
No, you're just being one of those dickheads.
No. I mean this
Wayne-
with all my heart.
No,
Wayne
you're
has
not.
classics. Wayne put on all these artists.
So does Drake.
Drake
Who's
has,
got more?
Drake,
Drake's got more
Yeah.
hits, more impact, more everything.
Nah.
I agree, bro. Like, as he's more rounded, he's but
No, because
Drake,
you're
come
also
on,
thinking
bro.
like this.
No.
Again, this is
Anyway,
not a hip hop show.
Can we
but-
get off that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Spain, I feel like their influence only lasted for that little block. And then Italy, because I'm half Italian and the whole defensive style, and Italians made it cool to be a good-looking footballer.
And
And
to smoke at halftime.
To smoke at halftime. Style, grace, elegance, defense.
Womanizing.
No, don't say that.
They're womanizers.
And how many World Cups did Italy have?
4.
There you go.
Okay.
And you say Italy.
Italia.
That's in
Italy.
Chinese.
Yep. And Argentina, I've got it 17th.
That's Chinese.
Yep. Jake.
So I've gone England, Brazil, Netherlands, Argentina, Spain. Reasons similar to Jerome for England. They officially created the game, which could argue has allowed the most influence to happen. But they also have the best league in the world.
Yep.
Brazil, because they make the best players in the world, which is the most enjoyable thing to watch. And their style of football is very powerful. I think the Netherlands is purely based to total football with Johan Cruyff, but also I think Ajax was like the first of its kind that was modelled for La Masia, Clairefontaine, all the other academies. Like Ajax was renowned for producing a lot of the best talent
Ajax
that
Amsterdam.
was in the 80s. Argentina, purely because of Diego Maradona.
Okay.
So can I just ask you a specific question on Brazil produced better players than Argentina?
Yeah.
You said Brazil produced the best
enjoyable-
players.
More
Yeah.
enjoyable players than Argentina, I would say. That's fair.
Okay.
I would say Brazil's more flamboyant with their style of play. Argentina's they've had a few diamonds, but Argentina have more players that are built around work ethic and fighting than they do stepovers and Rabonas.
Samba.
Do you know what
Brazil
I mean?
have produced better players than Argentina.
Argentina very much have a number 10, but they have 10 workers as well.
Argentina has probably produced the 2 out of the top 3 best players, but overall, Brazil has produced more.
I don't know if there's been an Argentina team that's had a Ronaldinho Kaká, Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos.
There's more forgettable players
In
in
a
Argentina squads.
of the flamboyancy.
Who you talk- who you
They're
gonna say?
all like.
Messi, Tevez, Higuain, Riquelme.
You're putting
fat.
Higuain in the same level as Rivaldo. Won a Ballon d'Or.
Okay, but I'm continuing with the list. Mascherano.
Mascherano against
Mascherano, like I'm
Yeah,
talking
but-
like skill. Like these guys are
Not
positionless
skill,
players.
yeah, but I'm saying
That's
like
what I'm
top
I'm
players.
going off like the skill level.
They didn't even
Okay.
win anything with those
Skill
players.
level
fair
alone. But Argentina, like I don't watch much of their league, but the national team players that they've produced on the larger scale have been like some of the best to ever play. So for that, you got to give them credit. And Spain, purely for me, is not about the tiki taka because that was implemented and taken from Holland. But it's because the two biggest teams in the world are there.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
dominance of club football.
Well,
yeah.
the Kings team, Real Madrid, and then Barcelona is like probably the most successful team to ever watch and play for. Like it's a kid's dream.
Can I ask a question?
Nope.
All right. Rash, what's your next?
need nor Jerome beef.
It's brewing.
Need that.
As soon as I get a camera, it's coming.
Well, as soon as he says anything, you know he's coming for you.
What was your question, Nor?
No one's got it on their list. Where would Germany go in this?
I thought
Four World
I-
Cups.
They were on mine.
I did want to give an honourable mention to Germany and France.
I don't
Because
believe in
Fran-
honourable mentions, bro. Either they're in or they're not.
Well, they're not.
See, for
Crash has to be
migrant
careful.
kids, France is the one that feels the most representative.
I think Helen's calling you.
That's it.
Hey, make another joke. Your mic's getting turned off.
My only thing on the Germans was like, there was never a part in my life where I wanted to be German.
That's true.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
I don't know if that's offensive.
Why
or
would
not.
you-
I know what he means.
No, I know
you
what
know,
you mean.
you were talking about the Brazil,
Yeah,
the
I never
Argentina,
really wanted
the
to
England
be
even.
like Ballack. You know, I never really wanted to be like Tony Cruz.
You don't want to be Lucas
But Jo-
Podolski in 2006?
Germany,
he's Polish.
Germany, I feel like maybe despite not winning the most, they kind of have this aura like they're the best tournament team, don't they?
They're just
so-
well
They definitely
drilled.
do go very far in most.
Yeah, they're
tournaments.
very
You know?
strong, of course, but we won't give them an honourable mention.
Well, and France is similar to Argentina in a sense. Like you don't always watch their league, but their quality of players they produce.
But France,
It's
for
so
me,
high.
after the World Cup when they won it, I kind of wanted to be French at one stage.
They've had a dream team every year of our lifetime, practically. France.
There's no impact, though.
Just back to the Argentina-Brazil debate. Did you know, while I was there, so I don't know if it was
Is there a debate?
still now, but at that time, Argentina had sent more players to Europe than Brazil.
But is that a thing about Brazilians not wanting to leave Brazil?
Does that also
No way.
does it come into
What?
that the Brazilian league might be
That
better than
can't
the
be right.
Argentinian league?
I mean, the Brazil league has more money for sure, but
Because outside of the top two teams in Arg, is the quality there compared to Brazil?
Yeah, for
It
sure.
would be.
yeah, the quality is
would be.
good,
Like
but
Corinthians, Sao Paulo, Palmeiras.
Yeah,
no, the
you're-
quality
it's
is
pretty
good,
deep.
but the money's nowhere near. But I think if you're a Brazilian, you get offered to go to Europe, you go to Europe. Like, what?
You know, they're weird about that shit, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point.
They're
That's a
actually
good
they're
point.
weird about it. Some of them just like playing now. I don't know.
Let us know your list in the
All
comments.
right, so you put just out of respect, you put the daddy up top, even though the son is more influential.
Well, the Premier League is the most
Interesting.
influential league in the world.
I don't even know what
most
I'm
watched
saying.
league in the world right now. So has been for 20
No, the
years.
reason I say the daddy of the Netherlands and the Spain thing. The reason
Well,
I ask that.
because I think what Pep's doing was done by Johan Cruyff.
Well, and he says that openly.
Yeah, I agree, but to the extent that it's happening now, like I'm talking about what is influencing modern day football, and I'm saying everyone in the world is trained in a certain way because of 2-3 people: Pep Guardiola, Xavi, and Iniesta.
Yeah, they wouldn't even train if England wasn't around.
But so I'm prioritizing the fact that the way Xavi and Iniesta played was the philosophy of Johan Cruyff.
do you know what I'll tell you, Rush?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I don't give
to
a
answer your
fuck
question.
about 3 to 5.
So
you
in
think
other words, he's saying he
1 and
only
2?
cares about England
England
and
and Brazil.
For, for the audio listeners.
Yeah, England and
Really?
Brazil. Yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah, fuck your home country.
Oh, bro, but
So
I'm
Messi,
surprised. I am
Maradona
surprised.
doesn't matter.
Have you just left Argentina out as like a slight dig at these two?
Yes.
Because surely
a slight.
Maradona's
Somebody's-
influence is so great
He said there was 17th on his list.
Yeah, which makes it obvious that that was a dig.
16th, Kenya.
They produced Rashid Mahasi.
I saw an article the other day that's talking about my TikToks and Instagram. There's like a publication in Kenya saying that I'm revolutionizing coaching using my Instagram.
Bro, fucking lean into it. You could have a whole country behind you. What are you talking about?
Is my memory fading? Did Gab do his list?
Yeah, he did.
What was his?
I think he had like
I think
Sri Lanka first,
Burma.
Peru, Colombia,
Colombia, Argentina, Bolivia,
Brazil.
Yeah, straight South America.
All right.
Remember when I did my A-League list?
Bro, the best was name Australian people that have like the most like celebrity Australians or something, and he did like Vegemite and
Yeah.
Can I be real?
whatever he did.
When we do these lists and stuff, I don't think I know ball. Like, I just say shit.
You know modern football.
Your list was very good. Your list
what
was
your
identical
balls mean.
to me.
It was, but then when I start describing things, like, I just contradict myself and I just say whatever comes to my mind. Like, I love
emotional.
football,
It's
but I
emotional
really, I
conversation.
just
It's whatever your balls feel like.
I think you're into.
I just like Chelsea. All right. Moving. Anything happened in the NPL this weekend that was of note, Gav?
Well, Heidelberg and Preston got moved from their home ground to the Matildas because
Wow.
of safety.
Well, did it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm serious. 2-2.
Where was it supposed to be at?
Luke Jegs scored. Shout out Jegs.
Where was it supposed to be at?
At Heidelberg.
If
And,
you
and I was training. This is pretty funny. I was training and I'd finished up my session, so I was just watching the boys train. And there was a guy, Greek guy, who walks up to me, just spoke Greek, and I said yes or elare. That's all I know. And then he just spoke Greek the whole time.
Yeah,
and luckily,
nice.
I had a Greek boy next to me. This guy was about 65.
Malvern.
Smelled of piss. Smelled of absolute piss.
Shout out this guy.
And
He's just living his life.
and,
Timestamp.
and severely
Yep.
over the alcohol limit.
Yeah. Good
And
on
was
him.
looking for the Heidelberg pitch, and he was in the inner city.
Hey, man, I don't blame him. Google Maps for this place sent Adam Peacock to another suburb.
Can I just say, anyone that does use Google Maps, how annoying is it when someone sends you the link, you click on the link, and then it directs you to the
browser.
internet, and then it tells you to download the app.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah, people got to stop
Like,
sending Google.
Come on, man. Come on, Google. Is
bad.
this going to be released before the game?
Yeah.
Let's see. Because I feel like this could be even a bigger game than the Heidelberg one. Is this going to get moved before the fixture happens or not?
No. Guys,
it's gonna
obviously,
happen?
the game Gav talking about is Preston versus South Melbourne. I've actually never been to a Preston home game. I'm super excited. We are heading to Preston. Suited and booted will
Preston, Macedonia.
That's it.
Preston, Macedonia.
be there. It's going to be
the biggest game of the year.
This is the biggest game in
Australia.
Australia outside a few A-League fixtures.
I think it's bigger.
Well, it's not bigger than the Sydney Derby.
Do we want to say why we're going?
Imagine there's like 40.
To pay homage, obviously, to the NPL and the fan base, but do we want to also say why we're going?
Also, are you going to be at the gate?
Oh, man.
Hey, shout out the skits, man. Thank you for everyone getting around him. We've unleashed Drogba.
Can
We
we
have
get
a lot
Jerome?
in the locker.
Can we get Jerome at the Preston gate?
I'll get killed.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Straight out.
Can I announce what like a philosophy we've had about where we want this podcast to eventually go?
If you want, yeah.
Just to get some advice from our Buddhists who are definitely a part of what we are going to build is a fake football club. So Pete the Doorman is very much a character. Eric, the president over there, Dortenzio Morales, the chief of morale.
Can we ask the Spooters what they want me to be?
Well, bro, what
Spooters.
characters?
The Spooters.
What characters?
That
So
should be what it is. The Spooters.
What I'm gonna
Not the Booters.
say is that the skits we're doing is definitely something we love doing.
Sorry, plugging your mic. I think you.
Sorry. The skits we're saying, the skits we're doing is very much something we love doing, but we've definitely had this thing where we'd love to recreate the funny aspects of our upbringings in football via a fake football club. So if you guys have any roles or remits that you think are funny or have had funny characters in them, do let us know so that we can shine some humor on it. Because
Just side note, don't like it's comedy. Just saying.
Yeah, like we're not taking the piss out of the roles. We're
Why do you
taking
have to say that?
Yeah.
Oh, like some people think we're like genuinely like there's 3 people up here that have played numerous games in the NPL. We got NPL champions. We're not downplaying the league. Just to let some of you know, like it's just a joke.
Bro, the highlight it's the funnest league in the world because it's just so many characters, bro.
Terms and conditions apply.
So more skits are coming for everyone that's been loving
Yeah,
them.
more shout out to everyone at Johnny's Green Room that said they fucked with the skits and shit.
What did you think that was when he said it? So Jerome goes, I've just left Johnny's green room. And about an hour later in our group chat, she goes, what the hell is Johnny's green room?
Sound like a strip club.
That actually does
I
sound
knew
like
you'd think it was something like that.
I wish.
It's a genuine bar, bro.
Oh,
It's a cool place.
Yeah.
is it
Pretty
anything
cool.
to
The
do
one
with the restaurant?
The adult industry.
It's not. It has nothing to do with Johnny Vincent Sam's. There's just
okay.
another Johnny. This guy might
okay.
be Greek or something. I don't know.
Oh, Johnny B.
Yeah,
the
Johnny
other one's
B.
Johnny Sin's room.
Yep. So, Culture Corner. Culture Corner. We are heading to Preston. We are doing Macedonia. It's the next one on the list. And I know we said we're not basing it around football clubs, but the timing of this, it's perfect. It's their biggest fixture of the year. It's South's biggest fixture of the year. It's Preston versus South. We're going to be there. Don't attack
Can
me.
we get a result from each of us?
Preston 2-1 win.
I'm going to
0-0.
go...
Better fucking not be, or else no one's going to get a point.
I actually don't know. I'm going to go...
The rules have changed.
I'm going to go a late draw. Someone's
Okay.
going to scale one back.
I'll go Preston 1-0.
Come on, Gav. Should me and you
I
go
feel
for
like
Preston
South
and then
will
these two
win.
cunts?
But because it's at home, 12th man with
Yeah,
their supporters,
hard out.
I'm going Preston.
Well,
and
that's
there's
the
just
other
so
reason
much
why
on the game.
Well, that's the other reason why that's a big part of the culture corner because it's probably the most local club that's got the biggest attendance in the country.
Boys, are we thinking 10,000? Or is that too much?
Gav said 40,000 before.
Okay, yep, but that's Gavin.
40.
Because
Yeah, live stream and everything. They've got people watching from fucking Macedonia.
they did 7.5 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 5.5 for
Round one.
Heidelberg.
Yeah, it was like
no,
round 2 or
Hume.
something.
Do we get 8? Do we get 9?
Probably.
I reckon 8 to 10 they're going to get.
Bro, 10 will be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Local game 10 is crazy.
That's crazy. That's,
Bro, that's
that's rolling
insane.
back to years.
And it's also 10, like, it's not like
Passionate
just
people,
can't, like,
yeah,
can't,
yeah.
like, hi, well done.
Yeah.
Can we count
It's
how
like
many
10
flares are going to be
hectic
ripped?
people.
I don't know.
Put a bet on that. 4.
I put it this way, bro. That's like Bournemouth Stadium being filled. That's what 10 is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shout out
10.
Bournemouth.
Shout out Bournemouth, bro. 'cause they're almost in Europe.
10 compact. You know what I'm stressing about? Where the fuck am I going to park? I might have to go with Jake. I'm scared.
I wonder the reception you're going to get
Why?
when you walk around.
That makes me
Yeah,
nervous.
yeah, I was going to say, you're going to flare his anxiety right now.
Yeah, what are you doing to me right now?
Can
Because of
someone,
all these, like, these characters.
someone
What do you mean,
play
bro?
a
You're
trick
the-
on
you're
you,
No, I
bro?
think
You're
it's
the-
positive.
You're the NPL.
Yeah,
you've-
love.
Not all heroes wear capes, you know.
Yeah, love, man. I can't wait. I've never been to a Preston game. I'm super. This is like the first time in a while that I've been like overly excited to go to a football game. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
So
The last
whoever
Preston
isn't
game we were
going,
at
get
was
down.
different.
Get down to this game. It's going to be worth it.
For all those people asking in amateur agents, we'll be there, man. Come say hi. Not your life story, but just come say hi.
Are we doing some street talk?
Yeah, 100%.
We're doing suited and booted. We're doing suited and booted street talk at the ground. So if you guys want to come on, be a part of the culture corner, have a laugh.
Just say
Tell us more about the Macedonian culture for us to understand too.
Yep, good points.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we need some proper massos on it.
What just
Could I just ask why have you said not your life story, just hi? Who has done that to you? Anyone?
Yeah.
bro? He would be so much like Roy Keane, like if he was a pro footballer. Can I have an autograph? No,
They look at
meeting.
Jerome and thinks he's a psychologist.
Jake, you know what? I'm fucking around because honestly, the amount of times I've been crushed by a rude prick, whether it be an athlete.
Who was the biggest crush you got? Who crushed you the most?
Ty Dollar Sign?
Megan Rapinoe.
Dollar Sign he's gone with.
That's a horrible one.
What did Ty Dollar Sign do to you?
Like,
You didn't just
I
poke
got,
him in his green eyes for that?
I got a meet and greet. I was like, yeah, I got a meet and greet. And he didn't even say hi. He just sort of posed for the photo and then I just walked off. I was like, well, that was fucking shit. I want to delete all my music out the phone now, but I didn't. But yeah, like, we're not celebs, obviously, but if anyone, I will never turn anyone down to talk to or whatever. Even if you do want to tell me your life story, fuck it, man. Tell me everything. Let's do a pod. But I did have one guy at a victory game once who the whole half time.
Chewed your ear off, huh?
Yeah, whole half
That's a bit
time.
much.
Spitting in your ear.
Even if he was, man, shout out him. He was showing love. You know, I can't even hate.
Oh, we'll be there.
What else on that game? Is there anything else we need to?
So
No.
we're going 1-0,
2-1.
2-1. Jakey,
You said
I said draw.
Draw?
Dramatic.
Rash?
Dramatic ending.
I said 0-0.
are we getting any
So it goes-
streakers?
so
No
it
one's
goes-
running on.
So no one gets a point.
I'm not running on. No, I'm not. I personally am not running on. Do we pick a team?
I don't think you can. I don't think we can do
Or are
that.
we neutrals?
We can't go to a game ever again then.
Are we neutrals or are we picking sides?
Honestly, I'm not picking a side because I haven't watched either of them play.
Okay. I will say, a lot of talk on the interwebs about South Melbourne's playing style. Man, Sean Dyche might, if he ever needs another job, he might just head down to South. Very direct.
Really?
They've been like that for like 10
Yeah,
years.
but they've been
bro.
doing.
Yeah,
they've been
but-
doing that.
Even when I
I'm
was
new to
playing,
this
even
shit.
when I was playing with them.
I'm new to this shit. They always done long throws and
Like
all
this.
that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. An Argentinian coach doing that is hilarious to me.
But it can work, man.
Oh, well, it's obviously worked.
As I was doing this, we were winning the league.
Yeah, it's obviously worked.
So what can you
Esteban
say?
would love the 9-second hold for the keeper.
What would he?
I tell you what.
That's a
One
goal for
thing
you.
I will say about is the amount of me being a bit of a smart ass sometimes to referees. The amount of counts I've done for referees and got up to double digits is hilarious. It is the most unofficial thing ever. That's why that rule is very. I think it's not the worst rule in the world.
I think that's it, yeah. So come say hi, come talk to us about your culture, come scream some shit in the mic. I don't care, really. We'll edit it out if it's too bad, but literally just come scream some shit. As long as it's not in my ear.
Yep. And it's time for
Amateur Agents.
sponsored by no one.
Yep.
Here we go, bro.
I can't wait to make a song.
Yeah.
You two are in charge of that.
How's Gav going at speaking Chinese?
Yeah. Have you improved?
Ni hao ma.
Okay, so you haven't made any progress.
What's
That
a new?
means hello,
What's
how are you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
but
we,
what's
we
ni
said that
hao?
a month
You
ago.
said that last
Ni hao
time.
Ma.
Yeah, we
So
said
you've
that.
added on ma.
Yeah, so when you
Told
say
you
hi to your
before.
mum.
Italy.
Yeah, I did hear. He did say that before. He
Well,
said
was that when you go to
Italian.
Italy?
So that's
Yeah.
how you say it in
Okay.
Chinese.
What else?
What else have you got, Gav?
Bing cha.
Bing cha, what's that?
That means iced tea.
Okay.
Mi fan.
Me fun when you have
Rice.
fun.
Rice.
Okay. Nice. This is,
Shui. Water.
Chai.
What else do I know? Hambabao. That's about it.
Oh, yep, so it's going good.
rapid improvements.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He's going to be ready for China.
He's going to be
2045.
he'll be bilingual soon.
Cafe.
Ready, Jake?
That means coffee.
Yeah.
Best player in the A-League in each area of the field. Keeper.
Best keeper right now. A-League. Oh, Mitch Langerak.
Cool. Defender.
For me, it's a bit of a. I want to say my favourites or the league's best.
Mine's
The actual league's
the
best.
Western United centre back, young boy from Port.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to Dylan Leonard at Western United,
Dylan Leonard. Yep.
just because I think he's got the most upside and he's 17.
cool.
Yeah, that's what I
But
said.
maybe right now he's not the best one.
okay.
I'd say probably Roderick Miranda, although he's probably having a bit of a tough time. But
Not like Atkinson or Bajic.
that's fullback. Sorry, when
True,
I thought centre back.
Yeah, you're right. We'll go midfield. Best midfielder.
I'm going to give Ryan Teague his flowers.
Ryan Teague.
Yeah, quality.
Okay. Best attacker.
Probably Joe Lolly.
Joe Lolly. Good choice. Second, Noah Botic.
Yeah, Joe Lolly, goal involvements. Shout out Costa Barbarouses though, scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, that's a
He's
good
playing lone striker.
pick. Yeah, that's
Not
But,
allowed.
but also,
Not allowed. What did you call them? Honourable mentions.
well, yeah, but then I've stayed central in the pitch. But if I go wide, Milanovic from Western Sydney, fullback, I will give probably Aziz Beach, man. Guy played left centre back, filled in the other week against Perth, and smoked a cigar, man. He looked great. So
Cool. Is Ryan Teague due for an overseas move or is it too soon?
Too soon. Hasn't he played like 120
No, it's never
games,
too
hasn't
soon. One.
How many games has he
But
played?
his game is ready.
He's been playing every game for the last 2 and a bit years.
Yeah.
What's Jake's long-term goals for working on an A-League broadcast? Keep getting asked.
Yeah. hopefully get more games.
Yeah, more games.
I am working this week though.
Come on!
Who
do you have?
Guess where I'm going, man? I'm going to the People's Club.
You going to the WW?
I'm going to Iron Buck.
Oh, fucking oath.
Iron Buck Stadium, Western United.
Who they
versus
playing?
Wellington, hence the voice.
You're going to cop it this week.
Hey, when you call it the People's Club, are you calling it that, or that's what it's called?
Well, both.
I've been calling it that just off instinct, and then I actually got someone told me like we love when you call us that.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, this is Wikipedia, but it says that Ryan Teague's only played 41 games
Yeah, he played. He
In the
came in.
A-League.
in the A-League.
He started getting appearances under Popper, and then back end of the season he became more of a
Feels
regular.
like he's been playing
He was playing in Portugal and shit, though, wasn't he? In China.
Ryan Teague.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, bro, he's very mature for his game. But Angus Sergate too is quality.
Thoughts on the amount of media coverage the under-20 young Socceroos got? Was it too little or just enough? I think just enough.
I mean, you can never have too little.
Yeah, that's true.
on such a great achievement. So
I saw a lot of people.
it would have been nice to maybe get more and more. It's just difficult, huh? Like they probably would have had more eyes on the game, but that's part of playing
I didn't
international
know
football.
when it was playing or anything.
Well, it was in the dark hours of the evening.
Well,
darker hours.
Like
But there was
Marty Sheargolds would have mentioned it, but he got fired.
Fuck Marty Sheargolds.
Wonder what he would have said.
Hey, we stand with the Matildas, man.
What do you think he would have said?
I don't know. He would have got fired though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
What
not
a
sure.
joke, bro.
Silly
Honestly, hey, it was pretty disgusting what he said, bro.
Very
Yeah.
Like 3 bites at
Yeah.
it too. Like
Yeah.
just
Like, as someone who loves comedy, it's like I'm the type of person I'm like anything can be made fun of, but it has to be funny. Just wasn't funny.
As someone that
Just
likes
wasn't
comedy,
funny.
I like laughing.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it?
It just wasn't. It was just.
Do you think he was joking?
No,
I don't-
no.
All I know is that he's a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't
But-
know if he
is
was.
he a comedian?
apparently he's a
I was
comedian.
told because as you can imagine, me driving around, I'm not listening to Marty
Marty
Sheargolds.
Sheargolds on.
Yeah, that would be a
3AW or
strange,
whatever it
that'd be a
is.
strange worlds
Listen to
colliding.
Drake, dog.
But I was told that like that comment that he made about the Matildas, like he walks that line a lot with a lot of topics.
Yeah, he does.
And you come for Australia's crown, bro.
Yeah, I think it's lazy comedy. Like it just sucked.
And you know what? I fully understand, and I might get a bit of heat for this, but I fully understand that if you don't want to watch women's sports, there's this mad thing you can do. Have you heard of it? You can not watch it. It's like this
That's
sick
true.
alternative.
Yeah, you could change the channel.
Yeah, you can change the channel. Yeah, it's fucking. Have you got that
But
at your house?
can we play the video or not? Because I actually didn't. Because I try to stay away from garbage.
Nah, bro.
Right? I
it's
try to
so-
stay away from garbage. So I actually haven't watched the full clip. I actually haven't heard the full clip.
It's like it's not defensible.
Honestly.
There's no defense for it, bro. The thing what I want to know is fact checked is it took like 48 to 72 hours for him to get sacked. So I feel like
It was a long time coming.
well, no, I feel like the reaction,
Social pressure.
yeah,
So-
but that shouldn't have been the case,
Yeah.
because
So-
it was that bad.
It was that, and then I don't know if this was involved or it kind of they dug it up afterwards as well. But he made a whole like similar type of rant calling there's this thing called endometriosis that some women
Yeah.
deal with, and he's like basically called it a crock of bullshit.
Oh, bro,
But it's like a serious
the
condition.
PFA put out an unbelievable statement as well on this. I will say, shout out PFA.
Like I said, it just really boils down to 2 points for me. Number one, it's just stupid. Like, even if you genuinely would rather put a nail through your dangalang, right? Don't say it. Like, even if I don't agree with his opinion, obviously, but why the hell would you just put your job in jeopardy like that over the shittest joke ever? Like, it makes no sense to me. And secondly, if you don't want to watch women's sports, all you could have said was, oh, did they? I haven't been keeping up to date.
Bro, there's actually like been a lot of like pretty bad press from the start of this year till now on like the broadcasts around
Yeah.
commentary towards athletes, games, sports. Like,
Don't watch us.
Wow, I feel like we're
Yeah, I'm fucking around.
It's
We're
crazy, man.
But I'll play it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Been a nightmare tournament for the Matildas over the last 3 or 4 days over in the US.
You know what they remind me of? Year 10 girls. Now, I'm sorry to undermine the whole sport, but that's what I think of it, so you can stick it up your ass.
So we're playing in the She Believes Cup.
Oh, she believes in what? It better be men.
We're 12 months out from Australia hosting the Women's Asian Cup, so hopefully we have a bit of runway to improve before that comes around.
The Asian Cup. I'd rather hammer a nail through the head of my watch that. Got any men's sport?
Yeah, I do. Baseball. The New York Yankees.
He's funny because he ends it with baseball. Anyone here gives a fuck about baseball?
Bro, I don't care about men's baseball, women's baseball, nothing.
I don't give a fuck about any type of baseball, man.
Bro, whoa, man.
Yeah, it's just not funny.
It's bad,
It's
bro.
just not funny.
It's bad.
But you reckon he's a comedian?
I
That's
No,
the
he-
that's
he
unfunny.
is
does.
a
He's a comedian.
Like he is a comedian. It's
He's
just
not funny, though.
What
It's
is
just,
the-
it's just not funny. Yeah.
Can we just
If my grandma
unpack
had
this
wheels,
a-
I'd call her a car.
Can we genuinely unpack this
Bike.
a little bit?
Yep.
They remind me of Year 10 girls. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm going to steer clear of that comment.
I know what. Okay, what I think he means by that is just young, loud, annoying, like wow, wow, wow. I don't know.
Oh, is that how you? Because I
reckon?
thought like in stereotyping here, but like in school when you had PE and like the girls would be like, I don't want the ball, like the kind of just flinch every time. That's how I imagined he's talking about it. But I don't know.
Well,
That makes no sense, though.
That's
Of
a
course it
bad
makes no
joke
sense.
if no one even
Knows
like,
what you're-
what the
yeah.
hell. That's a terrible joke.
you know what? And like again, they're the biggest sporting team in
I
the
don't
country.
get
They're
it.
bigger than Collingwood.
They're the most successful team in the country.
Yeah.
Like, as of the last, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Bro, they're the biggest sporting
Across
team
every
in
sport,
the
huh?
country.
I'm pretty sure they won an award for, the best team in Australia out of all codes. Not
Like,
all.
you know you're a big team when people hate soccer but love the Matildas.
Yeah.
Like,
That's facts.
you know?
Bro, we need to protect the Matildas at all costs.
So it's our
Purely-
best, it's our
purely
best sports
because-
export.
They're driving, viewership participation up. Do you know what I mean? It's incredible. Considering where the female game was at, 10 years ago when we spoke about Melissa Barbieri,
Yeah.
it's insane. Her stories of where she was playing because she couldn't represent a team.
Yeah.
There was no league.
I think you have to put respect on something once it's once you realize your nation, whether male or female, is the powerhouse globally. You have to put respect.
We're
on it.
kind of like the new America.
Yeah,
So
no, literally, top 4, top 5, not a debate.
He's obviously a baseball guy. Is he an AFL guy or something?
I think he's a Melbourne radio host, right?
I think he's a jobless guy.
Nice.
No, he's a footy guy. He's a
North
footy guy.
back.
Footy guy.
Thanks, guys.
North's back.
How have you dealt with losing your starting position when a coach brings in a new player? Coach has told me I'm a part of his plans, but I've lost my position and I shouldn't laugh.
Fuck, you'd make it here.
Any advice? Cheers, lads.
Bro, honest to God,
the
man.
Typical,
You
typical coach conversation.
Yeah, you've literally just got to cop it on the chin and as little emotion that affects you to affect your performance. If I had my time again, if I just played, I probably would have got back in quicker rather than have any emotion about it that could impact how I play.
You know what a good one is? You got to have a mind of a goldfish.
Yeah, honest to God, Gav, that's actually, yeah, not that saying, not get too high, not get too low. But the thing is, with that, it's when you're in it, bro, and you'll know when you're in a pro environment.
Definitely
it's
don't get
life,
too
It's
high.
life and death,
It's
bro.
everything to you. Of course,
Well,
it's emotional.
it's just yeah. And
Do you know what I say?
also, also on the Australian front, sorry, Jerome, is that there's only one game a week.
That's very true.
You play in these bigger teams, it's 3 games a week. It's you might miss a game or 2 games, but you're going to play.
Yeah, because if you ball out in the Carabao or the FA Cup, you might, you know what, I might use him in the Prem.
Yeah.
But what I will say on this is you have to look at every professional, bar the outliers like Ronaldo's and Messi's and stuff, in and out of teams, man.
always fighting for the spot.
Even some of the best players we've ever witnessed, there's been stages in their career where they're just in and out of teams.
Yeah,
And-
everyone
What? You're pointing at Gavin.
has had
you
a
see this
situation
video?
like that.
Did you see the Thiago Silva video?
Which one?
Peter Crouch?
Which,
Or when he's playing holding mid.
No,
I didn't.
Did you see this?
so
No, I
this
didn't.
is to answer
Listen.
the question of this man.
Listen to this, bro.
Okay.
I sent this, but it got disqualified
Yeah, got
Disqualified.
rejected.
because it needed to be on a pod.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Number 1, Thiago Silva. He started off as a defensive midfielder with Fluminense. Limited
close up.
options regress, so he seek trials elsewhere. He went to a lower league Brazilian team called Barcelona Esporte Club. He eventually moved to RS Football, another Brazilian side. Then went on to Porto, but didn't make a single first-team appearance. Was sold to Dynamo Moscow after 6 months and never made a first-team appearance. During his time at Dynamo Moscow, he was diagnosed with life-threatening tuberculosis, and while recovering, he retired from football at 22. This is Thiago Silva. I didn't know any of this. He retired from professional football for 2 years. His mum convinced him to come out of retirement, and he returned to play for Fluminense, where in 3 seasons he played 143 games and became a full Brazilian international before he returned to Europe to win all the trophies that he did, the Champions League, and he's gone back to Fluminense now to finish his career.
Wow.
That is incredible.
That's something. Well, that's a great answer. It's kind of the never give up attitude,
Fucking
right?
Chelsea legend, that guy is.
I think though, what's the most important thing with that is like obviously from Thiago Silva's point, it's never giving up. But when you're in the moment and it's game to game, it's just to try and reduce as much emotion in the coach's decision that's not in your control. Like, which is very hard to do. I wasn't a master at it, but I think if I could get good at that, it would have made things so much easier.
I'll use Chelsea as an example, right? Because that's the team I watch the most. Trevor Chalobah was told at the start of the season that he wasn't in Maresca's plans at all, like not even playing with the first team or whatever. Goes to Crystal Palace, does decently, and then out of nowhere, we need a fucking centre-back. So what happens? Chalobah's back. Like, you just...
I think also Aloisi said it perfectly when he was at Portsmouth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That he wasn't in the plans whatsoever. He
Sixth
said
choice.
to himself, I'm going to make it. I'm going to get into the squad, and then had one of his best seasons.
You just got to keep your head down. But there's no easy way out of it, I think. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But what I have experienced, seen, heard of is now that is the case in everything. Almost every successful person in anything, any sport, any business, any academia, anything, has that same thing.
Yeah. I'm going through it right now.
It's
a
ignorant to
moment.
think you're never going to have setbacks.
Yeah.
It's a moment, not a lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, what does that mean?
No, it makes sense.
Someone make that the quote of the week.
No, I get it. I get
It's
it.
a moment, not a lifestyle.
All right, let's move on.
That does make sense, actually. I get it now.
Still trying to work it out.
Me and a mate will be going to more NPL games this season. Well done. What club has the best feed? For me, it is State League 4 Springvale. NPL, though?
Wait, which Springvale?
Springvale City?
Oh.
Wait, what
Best
was
State
Javalis
one,
I've ever
yeah?
had in my life.
I had one the
That's
other
a
day.
rare.
Where was it?
Ross Reserve.
Well, the Brunswick City that I mentioned the other day, that was good, man.
Brunswick City.
Wait, that's South Springvale, bro.
No, it's not.
Ross Reserve.
Oh,
Yeah, there's one in like
Springvale
State
City.
4.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You're right.
NPL, though, I don't know. Fuck, I think NPL food's a bit overrated. Maybe.
Gavin?
Thunder's good. Thunder's good. Thunder's
There's a
good.
few.
City's good. I can't be fucked travelling to the west and the north.
I don't think you're going to get a bad feed at an NPL game.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be bad. It might just be a little bit overrated. Anyway. Uh,
Oh, yeah, that last word was very important to that sentence, but it just dropped off as you were
What?
saying it.
what?
It'd just be very... anyway.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, we're coming to Preston and South. When do you think Australia will be eligible for a home World Cup, and how do you think it would go on and off the field?
Eligible always.
Like, you mean, yeah. When
but
do you think Australia can host?
bidding again, never. I'll tell you, we've gone through this before, right?
Jumping around.
Well, no, it costs Australia a lot of money to then find out the two countries that beat us and had 18 and 22 rigged the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pure politics and
So we
corruption.
wasted money. So I don't think the government would have confidence in FIFA to bid again.
Yeah, we ain't getting that shit. Sorry,
Side
kids.
note on money and corruption, all this kind of stuff. Did you guys see under 17 Brazil captain and under 17 Argentina captain? Both been bought by Man City already.
Oh, I thought you were
Or
going to
their
say that was,
academy.
thought you were
Yeah.
going to say that was fucking. Oh, really?
What?
Goodness gracious.
So they've been both
That
bought
is
by City.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is around the time your fitness, like you start to
It
look at the
starts
bench to see if there's
deteriorating,
another
yeah.
player that's going to sub in.
No, this is where I warm
And
up.
you just start to ping diags and start to do your step overs when we're trying to hold out the game.
Keep the ball, Jerome.
Jerome, we're 1-0 up and you're just trying to beat a 1v2 in the corner.
I'm gonna,
Oh, that's a great phrase. You guys should make that a phrase. As the podcast gets late, keep the
Jerome's
ball.
legs,
Keep the ball.
Yeah.
Jerome's legs
Yeah.
gets
That's-
gets more
starts
creative as we're
shooting
trying to.
You
from
do know
50
I'm the
yards.
fittest on here.
Yeah, but you're not showing it at times.
Well, just saying.
it's my metaphor for you for some reason. He just
Oh, I
starts
know.
saying shit.
Oh, I know. When is Gav going to announce that he's playing for beep? When he's ready.
No, when the club
When they're
announces
ready.
you.
Yeah, the club's got to announce before we announce them.
Yeah,
Oh.
what the hell?
Of course.
What are they waiting for?
I don't know.
Have you agreed terms?
Agreed.
Have you trained one?
Have
Agreed
you
terms.
signed that unbinding contract?
Have you signed that word
Maybe
document?
they're rethinking how they pay the players.
Gentleman's agreement.
The shoulders on your suit look very North Korean right now.
No way Gav was getting one wage, brought out the communist thing, and they go, he's right, let's half his wage.
They've done it for the whole squad. He's going to be
Yeah.
hated when he gets there.
The only person impacted by the comment is Gav.
Walks into the change. Yeah.
Morning,
Oh, shut
boys.
the
How we
fuck up,
doing?
you.
You get your money, you get yours, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, you dumb cunt. You fucking ruined everything. Opinions on the new Ange and the Boss Puskas in Australia documentary? I haven't seen
We
it
got to watch it, man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Get to watch.
Honestly, I haven't seen it.
yet to watch. I'm watching a show called Cross, which is brilliant.
I'm watching
Is
Ozark.
that King Cross one?
No, just straight Cross. Someone said State League 1 is better than VPL 3 in every metric. This is for you to
I've
speak
heard
on.
this, man.
Like,
What is
What's
that?
VPL
I
3?
haven't been into an NPL 3 game in years. Like, I probably don't even know.
You
How
reckon
can
there's
it
just
be?
more
How can it be better?
What's VPL 3?
okay,
because the
NPL
thing
2.
is,
If the best teams
I still have to call it NPL. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't call it
can't,
VPL.
I can't jump on the
This is
VPL.
how it is, Gav.
Right.
NPL,
Yeah.
NPL
1, NPL 2,
NPL 2.
and then State.
That's it.
That's the
Can
way
you
it
do
is.
a diagram for us all?
Yeah,
bro.
A whole
Isn't it
list
interesting though how I was looking at like comments and take this with a grain of salt around like Australia doesn't have a pyramid. It has a pyramid. It just doesn't have a top layer.
It has a pyramid, but
It has the
it ain't
most
pointy.
It has a pyramid. It has a
It's
foundation.
got a mushroom.
It's just it has no top.
It's got an oblong.
So people that say we don't have a pyramid, we actually do. We have relegation.
I'll draw it.
We have relegation and promotion out of practically every league bar one.
How crazy is that?
is the
if you think
top
about it. It's so,
So
crazy.
like you can't really say there's not a pyramid.
It's literally what
Can I see?
you show that to the camera.
Hey, Oz pyramid.
Yeah. That's it.
It's just got the kangaroo at the top, just punched it off.
That's it.
There you go,
That's the
guys.
Australian pyramid of football.
Oz pyramid of
And
football.
can you give
Yeah,
us
yeah.
what's the list? So we've obviously
So
got
the list.
So the pyramid would look like this, realistically.
lid-
How
Oh,
people-
let
how
this-
it's-
let
how
this
it's
go.
spoken about is this.
Gab into the
Oh, he knows what he's talking about.
Oh, like,
He's not talking to the mic though.
Yeah,
he's
Gab.
talking
Yeah,
to
Gab,
the,
talking to
he's
your
talking
mic.
to the elbow.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're talking into the cord.
Gav's brought his
To do
suit
this,
back today, everyone.
measurements. Perfect.
Okay, while he does that,
So basically, it's actually a lamp. It's actually a lamp.
a lamp. Why is it a lamp?
For the audio listeners, we're laughing at Jerome's pyramid. What is that?
So,
What happened to that league in the middle?
What the hell is that,
He's
bro?
actually not wrong.
Here's
This
the
makes a
A-League.
lot of sense.
What
This
is
the
that
A-League.
shape?
Oh, okay.
this is the A-League. Then there's a gap because there's no
Can
relegation.
you hold that up closer so the camera can see?
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Right.
Nice, Gav.
Then this is NPL, NPL 1, NPL 2, NPL 3, State 1.
So why is NPL 3
Why is it
smaller
just
than
State
the
Worse than State 1.
How?
So
what
So
does
you
that mean?
agree with that
It's
comment?
digging in.
You agree with?
I agree. With
Why though? Why is it?
Because
I don't
no
understand.
one would go to an NPL 3 game. Why would you go?
But the best teams in State 1 go into NPL 3.
Because State 1, you want to get into NPL.
Yeah, but Gav, what about
So
Melbourne,
how's it
Serbia?
worse?
They got, people still go
But
to
if it's
those.
No,
wor-
they're
if it's
NPL
worse
2
up
now.
there,
They're
you wouldn't
NPL
want to
2.
get in there.
So NPL 2, you're trying to get into NPL 1. Yeah, that's your main league. Right?
Wait, weren't Melbourne, Serbia State 1 last year?
No. They went State 1, NPL 3, NPL 2.
By the way, before you say that, this is what I mean. This is how it should be. Fuck off that VPL shit.
Yes.
NPL 1, NPL 2, then the state leagues. That's how it needs to be.
Why is NPL and NPL 1 not like as in? Why didn't they just go NPL 1, 2, 3?
That's the OG way. I don't know.
Nipple 1, nipple 2.
Yeah. Don't ask why there's a dint at the top.
Ferrero Rocher.
It's a headless top, man.
I still want to stay on this. Can you get that answered?
What do you want to answer?
How does that? Why would the NPL 3 be a worse league than State League 1? That makes no sense.
Because
to me.
State
Logically,
1,
can you explain it?
It's separated. Northeast, southeast, right? Once you get into NPL, it's the whole of Victoria.
Which should make it better.
Which should make it better.
I get what Gav means,
but
man.
NPL is the main league, yeah? So if you win NPL, you're the best team in Victoria. NPL 2, the teams are trying to get promoted into that, right?
Yep.
And you don't want to obviously get relegated. And then State 1, the reason why there's so much money being thrown around is because you go into the National League, which is the NPL, right? So that's why people want to get promoted. But once you're promoted, you kind of stock standard. You're there, right?
Wait, so you're saying the football is better?
You don't go into a national
or the
league.
culture is better in the State 1?
They're both, really.
But why are you not trying to get from NPL 3 into NPL 2?
Some players, some teams will try, but you're not really going to an NPL 3 game for that reason. Because you've still got to get
It's not
promoted
a
again.
big thing.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, but I get him. I can't.
Like the tenacity.
I can see. I can
So
see what
it
you
can't
mean.
be
It is-
articulated. It's just the feeling.
Yeah.
Maybe Gav
It's
also
provocative,
wants to
gets
add.
the people going.
Maybe also Gav wants to add in that maybe this could just be me talking out of my ass. Maybe State 1 has players who are NPL or VPL 3 or whatever the fuck it's called standard, but maybe they just want to play state leagues.
Right.
Maybe they're getting paid better. I feel like State League 1
That's
money
what I
is-
mean.
So better
Yeah,
players want to
State
go
1
to the more laid back state league life than
Maybe.
play NPL. Because why would you play NPL 3 if you could play NPL?
Maybe.
Is your point?
Maybe. I don't know.
But when it's because that thing said it was better on every metric.
And most State 1 teams are twice a week.
Interesting.
Where NPL's 3 times a week.
Most of
Oh,
them, yeah.
shit. We got it.
Okay. There you
Someone
go.
said, can you do a podcast or a video focused on the downfall of Western Sydney Wanderers from the glory days, interviewing key people and poor decisions? Don't focus on the RBB and the police. It's much bigger than that. You can name the podcast Once We Were Wanderers. Good idea, man, but then I don't want to just shit on them when they haven't fallen yet. Because
The story continues.
the story continues.
Yeah.
The story continues.
But also, what is the story? Do we know? Do we know? I mean, it would be interesting to find out.
well,
but
I don't know, man.
I
feel
still
like
see them as a massive club.
Yeah. Growing up,
they
who
are,
were
for
the
sure.
favourite? Oh, we've already answered that.
But I'm assuming there's a lot of things that we don't know
Yeah,
about.
there's
he's-
that unless his blurred lines are missing.
Maybe you make the documentary, brother. It sounds like you've got all
Yeah,
the
you-
info.
you got a title
I-
for it.
I'd watch it for sure.
I'd maybe watch it. What do you want to see more of in the A-League media? The YouTube shows that they produce are really good, but don't get enough audience, sadly. Look, man, it's hard because when you're corporatized, if that's a word, you have to play by certain rules. So, like, in any essence of anything, most of the times, the holy shit. What's it called, Nor, when someone's not signed to a label in rap?
Independent.
Free agent.
Independent. When it's an independent show, it's going to be probably more entertaining, more off the rails, more off the cuff, more, unscripted. So it might be more entertaining. When you have shows connected to a brand, funny that. When you have shows connected to a brand, you have to be more careful. You can't be too polarizing. There's certain, lines that you can't cross or whatever. Like, what's his name? Jamie Carragher said the AFCON's not a major tournament, and it was a...
Did he?
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
it was
hear
a,
that.
it was a talking point for, a week straight. Whereas if someone said that on a podcast, might not even pick it up. Just whatever. So I think the shows are good, like the ones with Danny Georgievsky, Vince Regari. They are good, but man, it goes back to what we were
Shout
saying.
out Archie's on a pod too.
Arch.
And a former guest, Sorensen.
Yes, Tommy Sorensen.
Max Rushton.
There's a lot of good work being done, but just got to think of numbers, man. Like,
I have a strategy for
we can sell it to them.
this is for A-League clubs.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Them to push. If I was an A-League club, not saying us, because there's other creators, and it doesn't have to be football creators, but I would try and collaborate with the biggest the biggest influencers and the biggest people to make your players' pages. Like some of the A-League players that play like 50 to 100 games have like next to no social media following.
Yeah, go get Jaden
Like,
Tyson.
so these superstars and characters and brands of these players need to be built up. And as a club's responsibility for the league, I would look at doing that. Like, there was absolutely no harm of our engagement with Western United. It was only positive, right? So,
By the way, shout out Football Australia with the under-20s. That content was decent. They were trying some things.
yeah.
They were trying some things.
Like, which, like, man, the clubs in the Premier League are great.
Yeah, shout out
Great.
Football Australia. I got sent a Reddit thread, which is a really interesting. I want your guys' take on it. It's pretty long, so again,
Can
if
I
you
take a
can't-
piss first or what?
Yeah, bro, go for it. By the way, Pep said the FA Cup ball is not proper. Champions League and Premier League balls are exceptional, but this one is not good.
Come on, bro. Focus on other things, man.
See, this is where we could
Like,
have.
You know what brand it is?
Yeah, it's.
what brand is
Can
it?
you timestamp Nor, please? Listen, you got two options here. We can either shit on the ball or you can pay us. You choose.
I reckon you should leave that in.
New strategy.
You can leave that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there like I've never heard of people doing this before, but
Arteta did it.
blackmailing
Oh.
sponsors into sponsoring.
It's been doing it the whole time.
Bro. I'm sure, isn't like Billions or some shit about that? TV show?
Blackmail.
Mad Men. Yeah. Elimination. Man, that's real sport, Elimination Chamber. I know no one here cares, but.
What's that like Squid Game?
No, WWE. Basically, what happened was.
The scripted, where it's scripted. Who
Yeah.
goes out when?
Yeah, 100% scripted. But then I could turn around to people and say, why do they watch movies?
Oh, but you said
But
it's
he's
real
saying
sport.
like sport.
Yeah, sports entertainment, sorry.
Fun fact.
yeah.
NFL is actually listed as entertainment, not sports, so that they could script it and no one could sue. How mad is that?
Yep.
That's how America's all about entertainment.
And that's why
What?
we need to abolish the United States of America.
Yeah.
He hates him.
Hey, man, just think about it.
And what happens if we actually go to the World Cup? Will you step
Abolish
foot,
them.
I'm going, Jake.
will
Someone
you,
pays because I'm broke.
but will you step foot in America?
Yeah, I will. But I'll be going.
You might not
You'll
get
be
let-
grumpy the whole tournament.
You might not, bro. Their detect system of like people's backgrounds is through the roof, bro.
They can do what they want.
Like
Good,
they-
kick me out. Fucking good.
It's really not. My parents couldn't get into America even though they have social security number.
They
Because
couldn't.
of the new laws, yeah.
Yeah, it's full on, bro.
Yeah,
it's really hard to
I
get
told you that my dad was banned from the US.
in. Oh, so there is underlying.
Yeah, but my dad doesn't even
'cause
have
of
like
birth.
my dad doesn't even have
Yeah,
a,
well, yeah,
a
that's
speeding fine. Unless he's like a criminal mob boss that I don't know about, though, like what he does in his spare time. But anyway,
Do we have any American listeners?
no, hopefully not. Right. I'm fucking with you. If you're American, shout out you. You probably hate
but
your
if
own
you're
shit.
American and you're into the NPL,
Nor's American.
It's a bit odd.
There have been some.
Yeah,
Americans
someone
in
once
the
messaged me
NPL.
once. Who's the American guy?
Yeah.
And I go,
Fuck, that must piss you off.
It doesn't bother me too much.
You don't
It's
want to
such
be
a
an
polarizing country,
an
huh?
Iraqi American.
It's incredible.
It's not polarizing. It's all shit.
But it's also like it's such a like, in terms of marketing.
Yeah, they're the kings.
It's unbelievable.
They're just-
Everyone
everything's
just
about
talks
marketing.
about
Yeah,
them though,
Yeah.
and he's interested in what they're doing, whether it's for them or against them. Everyone's looking at them.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
incredible.
You know why? Because if that country goes to crap, the whole world's going to go to crap. And everyone's going to be getting $500 checks, and that's it.
Now, we could be onto something, Gav. Anywho, is it worth taking legal action now that I'm back in Europe? Hi, everyone. I posted about this situation while I was still in Australia, but I ended up deleting that post. Now that I'm back in Italy, I wanted to ask if it's still worth pursuing legal action. I'm 19 years old and moved to Tasmania after being recruited by an NPL team. They covered my visa and flight costs, and I expected to play for them. However, after one training session and one game, I was abruptly dismissed without any written notice, just a verbal conversation.
That's the NPL.
I later discovered that the contract I was given was never signed by the club, which I've been told is a tactic used to back out at the last minute if they want to. After they cut me, they only gave me a few days to leave the accommodation. They also took away the car I was using with no warning, leaving me stranded. I had no income.
What?
And I was forced to spend nearly $3,000 on a last-minute flight back to Italy. Where are we at? On my way back, I spoke with an Australian agent I met in Sydney who tried to get some answers. He contacted the coach, but as you can imagine, he ignored him and actively avoided responding. He then reached out to the federation, which told him that since the club never signed it, the contract isn't valid. This whole experience completely destroyed my motivation to continue playing football, and I've now stopped playing altogether. I was really hyped to come and play in such a beautiful country, even if it was Hobart. But they left me in a foreign country with no support and put me under a lot of emotional and financial stress. Given that I am no longer in Australia, is it still worth taking any legal action? Do I have any grounds to pursue a case? Thanks for the advice. Still had a chance to enjoy Sydney, though.
What position did he say position you?
No, he didn't.
Can I ask a question?
First of all, sorry, boys.
Yeah,
I do want to shout out the guy that sent it. For some reason, our DMs are a mess. I can't find it. You know who you are. Thank you for sending this. Love.
Take that to FIFA, no?
Rule number one is
play NPL.
get a copy of the contract.
Yeah.
Like before anything,
Yeah.
that's a good lesson.
100%.
But legally, what grounds?
Look,
To be honest, NPL contracts.
Means
Yeah, but the
But
thing
like
is-
this sounds like there was an actual contract in place, but it just
So what does it mean?
Does this happen often? Maybe
Like,
I
I mean, that's like no.
I mean, like people coming from Italy to play in Tasmania's NPL. Is
Firstly, the wrong thing you did was go to fucking Tassie. I'll tell you that.
okay, why?
Like, who's heard of that NPL?
Okay, but the same does happen in Victoria. though.
Yes,
Does
but like, South ripped up my contract, and we're talking about South.
It's gonna. Yeah, it happens, but it happens in every country in the world.
Yeah,
This
it
is
happens.
football, right?
Oh,
It's
to
a
that-
shady
to
business.
that-
It's
to
a
that
shady
level?
business.
If he thinks he's going to get any legal action,
But
forget
the
it.
difference
Shady
is,
business, but-
he's a 19-year-old who flew from Italy
Yeah.
by himself.
It's
not
terrible,
the
bro.
moral
It's the same
It's
thing.
terrible.
Bro, it's the
Oh,
same
it's
thing as
ridiculous.
me.
Abysmal.
Same thing as me going to Portugal and not getting paid for 4 months.
Yeah,
Who gives a
exactly.
fuck? Bro?
That's
They don't
my
care
point.
about you.
It's
a kid's
terrible.
been exploited.
But
Yeah.
it happens all around the world,
Yeah.
all the time.
It's happening in teams and leagues you could never even imagine.
Which, I don't know.
The
I'm
fact
not a
that-
lawyer.
bro. The fact that they paid for his flight and accommodation, man, he should be more than
There,
happy.
there's definitely.
He's taking it too
I-
far.
I would pretty much to this person.
You're jaded because of Portugal.
I would
I'm telling ya.
literally go to maybe because you're not a professional player, but I would try get some advice from like a players union type lawyer.
Tribunal. So I think.
A players, union
union.
lawyer, and
Yeah.
just get some advisory on whether you actually have grounds for a case because we don't know law. So
What I
tell
don't
you what to do-
understand is Jakey. Right. Now, no offense to this guy. I don't know how good he is or whatever. But what I don't understand is why, as a NPL team in Tasmania, which is probably what, state 2, state 1,
Are you scouting in Italy?
are you scouting in Italy?
That's what I'm saying.
And flying someone over and paying for their accommodation and their car and all that, and then after one game going, nah, sorry, Mr. Spaghetti, you're out of here.
Well,
and
to
then
be-
sending him
yeah.
back, and he's 19.
Because this
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Every
'cause it's-
player that has asked me about this, because I've had multiple players that want to come from overseas over to the NPL and, want to send me the videos or whatever, I say, firstly, get here. Get here yourself, and then it's so much easier. Then you have your own experience. But I would not, there's no way I would be doing that.
Yeah, but but Gav, when you were 19, you would have.
Yeah, he's 19, remember.
There was no one that's 19. At 19, even playing for River Plate, no one was paying for my flight. Over
But no,
but I'm saying
he's-
would have accepted the
yeah.
offer to go play semi-professional football.
You could see how someone would jump at that opportunity. Maybe if he's, trying to get
Yeah.
to a nice country like
Yeah.
Australia.
Because you've experienced all the shit. So
course.
now you're
Yeah.
going to say, don't fucking do it.
No, not do it, but
Someone,
you gotta
someone,
have a
in,
backup
someone in
plan.
the
You've gotta
NPLs
have-
or state leagues.
You've got to have a bit of money saved up for these things to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to have a plan B, because you always have to expect the worst thing to happen, which has happened to him, and then he didn't know what the fuck to do, which he probably just thought about the one team, and then he got in contact with the agent in Sydney, and then it was like just chasing. You know what I mean?
He's definitely not listening because he's a 19-year-old in Italy, but for anyone else listening who might have been in a similar position, even if they just went to Sydney or Adelaide or wherever, if you went to Asia somewhere, don't quit, bro. You're 19.
Yeah.
Like,
from my experience, would be if you do want to pursue your dreams in another country, have your bank
loaded.
10,000, to then if you do get there and shit hits the wall, you do have, a month to 2 months to live off your savings and try and find something new. Because once that runs out, man, the last thing you want is...
I would say as a general point, anyone that's listening to this, if you're a young player, if you're a parent that has a young player that's eventually going to want to go overseas and play.
And if these offers happen...
Yeah. You need someone who knows what's going on to give you some guidance. Whether that's like someone you trust, really trust, that has been there, done that, a mentor, or not an agent that you don't know that's trying to get money, like someone that knows.
This conversation, most likely, he had never met the person, and it's probably a WhatsApp message that's gone, yep, we'll pay for your tickets, whatever, come over. He gets here, he's not as good as his YouTube videos. And
I just want to know how they took the car.
Must have had a bad session, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it must have been Santiago Muniz.
Must have had a bad session, bro.
Well, what I'll say is, Gav, tell me if we can keep this or not, but Derry, played all over the fucking world, right?
Shout out Derry, we love
Shout out Derry. America, was in Man City's academy, played in America, played in New Zealand, played here. And I met him when he was here through Gav. Great bloke, great lad, great player.
Yeah.
Fantastic player. But it didn't work out for him here. And I was thinking, bro, if this happened to me, like all the struggles he was going through with his visa and having to go to another country and then come back and then I was like, bro, just fucking go home. Like, but he stuck it out, and now he's absolutely smashing it up. He's playing Indonesian second division. He's loving life, it seems. I don't know. Do you speak to him?
I think he's definitely probably going to get another gig out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically what had happened, Thunder brought him over on a tourist visa. His 3 months ended. He got sent to Bali, and they had already red flagged him when he came in because he came on a tourist visa. And when they asked him what he was doing, he was saying, I'm playing football. Obviously, they didn't communicate him right when coming in, saying, no, mate, you're coming here to, check out the kangaroos at fucking Werribee Zoo.
Yeah.
So that's someone that loves football
straight away.
Right.
Then, because what had happened, why did they put him on a tourist visa? Can you tell me?
I don't know.
So they don't have to commit to anything?
If he wasn't good enough, back home, buddy.
Yeah, good point, Gav. Yeah, he's smashing it up now.
Would you play the Indonesian second division?
No, probably not. And also,
I don't know how much he's getting paid, though.
It's funny that Gavin knows all these rules because he's brought how many Argentinians over here now?
I realise how knowledgeable he's been this last 20 minutes on corruption and contracts. It's been frightening. He's never spoken with so much conviction in his whole tenure on this podcast.
Do you think Gav will end up being an agent?
But shout out Derek, because he did stick it out while he was getting fucked
time,
over.
bro.
And he went his own way, and he found contacts in Bali, in Indonesia. He went on trials when he was there and ended up getting a gig. And they eventually got his fucking visa sorted, and he said, you know what? The middle finger, I'm staying here.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah. Are they not going to get promoted?
I don't know.
Because the Indonesian First League is big time.
That's pretty massive.
It is. Yeah. Like the fans, the amount of people that watch, the money.
The uptake on
on it is fucking... If they're going crazy over a guy that barely plays for Brisbane Roar, imagine their own players in their own league.
Can I ask you, why did you say he's probably not listening to this if he asked the question?
Yeah, he didn't ask. Someone sent a Reddit post.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Someone sent a... Shout out all the fans that send shit. Shout out my boy Jaden, who actually sent me the school banning the ball star. I like when people send me stuff,
and
man.
shout out to the snipers of amateur agents who are making up situations as if they're real. Because
really
we have friends that we've found out are doing such acts.
Same.
And who knows if we've just talked about this Italian 19-year-old
There's potentially
kid who
amateur
doesn't even
agents
exist.
across the past we've answered that have had no reality to them at all.
Someone tried to get under my skin about the boldness. It was actually a friend.
Oh, it was a friend.
That's crazy.
Remember our first few amateur agents were pretty much just your mates asking you funny questions.
Bro,
And
there
it was
was-
it was like every second question we can't read.
How many
I remember
do we
one of the
do?
first
How many do we
episodes
get,
I came
Joe?
on, there was a voice recording that had to be cut out.
Yeah, that was fire. That.
There was some real weird shit early
Shout
doors.
out Franco. Is your next excuse going to be
Wild.
Is your next excuse going to be a dog ate your podcast? Only joking, lads. Love the work. Yeah, man. Doing this shit is fucking hard.
That's a
what
Marty
does-
Sheargolds
what does
type
that
of
even
comedy.
mean?
That's not funny.
That's probably to do when you guys lost an episode.
That's
or something.
exactly right.
Ah!
What are your thoughts on the downfall of Franks and Pines? I know that Rash played there and now they're struggling to grill a team for the Wallace Cup.
Bro,
What's
the light blue, man. Do it for the light blue.
what's the Wallace Cup?
Made my debut against Frankston Pines.
I'm the 17-year-old whose mum is banging my coach for extra sessions.
The fact that he's come back to amateur.
This is a sniper, bro. This is a sniper.
Can we just say about our group chat the other night when you released this pod, the last pod?
Yeah, I was going to title it "My Coach Banged My Mum."
Yeah. Like led with that as the name of the pod.
Jake messages in like, man, I don't know if that's a bit far. Do you reckon we should change that?
Do you know what I like about you? Is just a moment of vulnerability. What I like about you guys, the slightest thing can make you an enemy of me. The way you guys talk to me, I really appreciate it. Seriously.
Thanks, bro.
Because like I'm very sensitive.
Oh, I see
So
what
if Jake turned around and said, "Bro, change your fucking title. What are you doing?" I would have said, "Well, you fucking do it." But the fact that he goes, "Man, funny title, great, would work." Should we though? I go, "Yeah, no, you're right. I'll take it down."
Got fucking leadership, like, innit?
You got to know how to talk to your players.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
Kid rally the truth.
back to this poor bloke or kid. I recently just signed for an under-20s team in New South Wales NPL, training with the first grade on a regular basis. My football has improved a lot, especially with working with the coach, but I don't want to see him anymore. What do I do? Man, if this is fake...
This is fake,
this
bro.
the mother?
This is a lot of detail.
Is
Like
this with the
someone
mother?
really is unemployed.
Wait,
Bro, I
so
don't
is
get-
this
I don't
coming
get
from
what's going on,
from a
bro.
kid that's
It's the
17-year-old.
same.
How do you not... Okay, let me break this down for the listeners and these two on the wings. Right?
To be fair, can I just say this?
What do you mean? It's
I've
not
got
just
the
us
number
two. It's him
7
as well.
this
It's
year.
everyone in the room.
He
I've got to
gets
be the
it.
slowest 7 there ever is.
He gets it. You get this situation.
but I just don't know if it's real.
Yeah, but he gets it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get it?
Yeah, you weren't here.
Yeah, you missed the first. You need to
Okay.
tell him the first
Yeah,
part.
I'm going to tell you. Ready? There's this 17-year-old who messaged in saying, "I've been with this coach since I was 10, extra sessions coach, right? Just found out he's been banging my mum. What do I do?" I said, blackmail him or go find an ugly coach. That was my advice, right? Gavin, no. Take that out.
Fucking hell,
Timestamp.
You are losing your legs too.
Timestamp. Please don't make my job harder than it already
Keep
is.
the ball.
I said, that's unacceptable. But Gavin goes, hold on, but were they becoming free sessions? So the CFO was covering the financial front.
Yeah. Good thinking, Gav.
Yeah, well done, Gavin.
Yeah, well done, Gav. So his message back this week saying, "I'm the 17-year-old whose mum is banging my coach. I recently just signed for an under-20s team in New South Wales NPL, training with the first grade. My football has improved a lot, especially when working with the coach, but I don't want to see him anymore. What do I do?"
Don't see him.
Why doesn't he
Don't
want to
see that guy, bro.
So it's the same coach.
That's why I don't believe it, because the fact that you are even thinking of seeing him again makes me know this is not real.
So the coach has now... he's moved with the coach.
No. All right, next question.
he's moved in.
He's joined a different team.
It was never
Yeah.
his team coach. He was always a private coach.
It was a private coach.
I know.
Yeah, I'm telling him.
Do you get it now? Do you believe what's going on?
But you said he's moved to a new club.
And he wants to still see the coach.
he wants to
he
still
doesn't-
go do private sessions because he's improving a lot
That's it.
with this coach.
With the private sessions as well. Right.
Despite the actions.
Right. Yeah.
So we just give, if there is any nature, like seriousness
Bro,
to this.
let's just act like it's real for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Okay, don't train with that coach. Because he doesn't have your best interest at heart. Even if
He's
he's
got
making
your
you better.
mum's titties at heart. What do you think?
Yeah. I would go find another coach.
Surely there's.
And at that
another
point, if you
academy
train with him
coach.
that much, like,
You're enjoying this.
well, you already
dynamic.
know what his formula. You know his formula.
Yeah.
Enjoying this dynamic.
Yeah, you're like if you keep going there, you're enjoying the dynamic.
Look,
Clearly.
I just want to preface by saying we're just running jokes because we don't believe it's real. If it's actually real,
This is
Bro, if
devastating.
it's actually real, man,
If it's
I'm
actually
genuinely really
real,
sorry for you.
Don't
I'm sorry.
waste your money
But-
on a football coach. Go to a psychologist.
what do you think?
What could he possibly be doing in these private sessions
That's
that's making
why-
him think twice about leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Unless
I
they're
don't think it's
Like,
real.
surely there's another coach that can do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Maybe you and Gav just need to up your standards. You know what I mean?
You're playing 20s and
Well, I don't do private
If you're
coaching,
playing,
though.
if you're
That's true.
if you're under 20s but you're playing first grade, like you should be all right, man. Just do stuff on your own.
Honestly, right? Like just figure it
Do
out.
stuff on
do
your
the
own,
job
yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah.
You could train
is why
with
it's
Gav. Train with Gav. Actually,
Do you want him?
I'm not going to New South Wales.
Nah, he can come here.
You can't trust Gav, can you?
No, you can't trust Gav now.
Oh, true.
Don't
Yeah.
shit where you eat.
What was that?
Don't shit where you eat.
Now that's what he said last week. Don't
Yeah.
shit where you eat. You know what I said?
But the kid didn't.
Well,
Kid just got shat on.
Andy ate.
yeah, let's get off this
Andy
topic.
ate.
Let's get off this topic.
You guys have anything else you want to discuss?
Yeah, I don't believe it as a true story. Let's get off the topic.
Have you heard about those stories before?
What?
So this is not a true story. You've never heard.
Well, there's an
about-
element of doubt.
Gav's schooling you here. Gav is schooling us.
No, I agree. I've heard of them before. I haven't heard of a kid thinking, oh, should I keep training with him? Should I not? Like asking questions for people. I've heard that happens, and then that coach.
It's usually genuine
gone.
hatred follows.
Now, this
And
is
got-
a
and the
very
coach is
sensitive
gone.
question, but where's your dad?
That's what I said. I said we're assuming the mom's single.
Yeah. No, I don't mean it like that, Jake. I mean just like if your dad is present.
What if not?
Okay, but if your dad is
That's
present, your
that's
dad
a-
needs to go and.
We're
That's
on
a
current,
risky
we're current
question,
affair
bro.
right now.
All right, timestamp.
We're 60 minutes.
You know what, bro?
Yeah.
I'm going to do my own pod where I say whatever I want.
Yeah, we got to get off this topic.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's a fine topic. Trust me.
I
Bro,
reckon
Kanye's walking around wearing. Anyway,
The Buddhas need to help him out.
how?
Buddhas. They let them explore their thoughts in the comment section.
Let them explore their thoughts in the comment section. That's a good way to wrap it up.
Do the Buddhists think it's real?
The spooters or whatever.
The
he said
spunkers.
was-
I I just want to know who has gone to this much effort and detail. Like, it's one thing to do it 1 week, but then to come back and say you're trialing with an under 20. Why under 20s?
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of like, is it real? Because I'm like, it's pretty detailed.
As detailed as.
It's like someone's writing a book.
I know. Anyway, you guys got anything else, man?
Yeah, stop training with him.
Cool. You got any other things you want to touch on?
Like, comment,
Oh, you mean
subscribe.
the pod in
Yeah, the
general?
pod in
Oh,
general.
okay.
Shout out Noah Botic, man. Keep killing
Norbotic.
it. Noah.
So is that how I'm announcing myself every episode?
Norbotic. Norbotic. Rog, you've done it again, son.
That's my club.
She's the Western United.
Hey, you know
He's
what?
Western
We
United.
deserve to do that for Noah Botic for doing the celebration.
Yeah, fuck, what a
You
sick
get
cunt.
now you get
Immortalised that
homage
Suited
in
and
every
Booted.
Suited and Booted episode that Noah's back now. Noah Botic is a part of.
What about this? Are we changing the name from Booters to
Spunkers.
Spooters?
Well, spooters. What does spooters mean?
Suited and Booters.
Oh,
Booters.
spooters.
Spooters, that's what he
haven't
said.
said spooters.
He said it before.
It's actually catchy. Can't lie.
Spooters.
That up.
Norbotic.
That's the
Noah
one.
Botic is on 10 goals at the moment.
Nor.
I'm killing it.
So does that mean Noah becomes Noah as well?
I don't know if I want to come to five-a-side tomorrow night, man.
Not feeling it?
gonna
How's
be-
your form been?
Good. Don't
Really?
you see my Instagram posts? Every week I'm winning.
I see the W's, but I don't see the game.
I brought through one boy last week who played professional in Peru, cooked everybody
Hey.
without really trying.
Hey,
Really?
he was on my team.
Oh, he's the one I'm telling you to help him with his contract when he gets in
Bro,
touch with you.
is it Andreas?
Andreas and Angelo's the one that played professional.
Okay. This Angelo guy,
And when I tell you, nicest guy in the world. as well.
nicest guy in the world, and I just knew he was quality when this specific through ball he gave me, where he was sort of standing still like Ronaldinho against Chelsea, and he toe poked it. You know that style?
Nice.
And it hit me right on my chest, and I just chested it, and I volleyed it, and I go, oh, my God.
Well, I'm Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
Of the service.
Yeah, because of this Peruvian guy. And then I took a photo with him at the end because we won.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Hey,
How
man.
long are we at, bro?
2:23.
Oh.
I said I wanted to do an hour and a half. I'm getting sick of this shit. Like, comment, subscribe,
Spoot it.
spoot yourself, and
That's crazy.
We'll be at
What would
Preston.
Spoot be?
We'll be at Preston Friday.
we'll be at Preston, man. Come foot with a dog. That's it.
I won't be
We
there.
love you, Booters.
Oh, you won't? Wait, is it just me and Jake?
Oh, it's just me and Jerome.